World-defying Dan God Chapter 3861, Long Shao outside the city. What happened to the Lin family did not spread, and the Lin family kept this matter very confidential. If it spreads, let other families know that they have offended Yi Wei, and they will definitely cut off contact with them for the first time, which is a great loss to the Lin family. Those Lin family juniors in the living room are restricted to Linjia Mountain Villa and they are not allowed to go out. Now the Lin family only hopes that the owner will come back to deal with this matter quickly. They are now uneasy at all times, worrying that the Yi family will retaliate against their Lin family. You have to know that such a big force like the Yi family will retaliate against them, and there will be no consequence at all, and their Lin family can't resist it. After coming to Yi's house, Lin Yuya went to find Yi Wawa, while Lin Ruhu was taken by the housekeeper. Shen Shang went directly to the restricted area to find Xing Yanho. Shen Gongzi, we were going to start with Yi Chang, but who knew this guy was very alert and actually fled. Li Badao said, we have cleaned the Yi family up and down, and secretly solved all of Yi Chang's people off. Where did Yi Chang go? Did he just let him go? Shen Shang asked. Yi Chang must be seized, because more clues can be asked from Yi Chang to know the imperial factions hidden in other families. The demon that Xing Yanho caught before has not begun to interrogate, and this kind of thing is also handed over to Heian. When the black inflammation is completely cured, you can start. Yi Chang went to Xingyan Gate. According to the news from the Heian gang, Yi Chang left the city early in the morning with Xingyan Gate's people, and I don't know where to go. Li Badao said. Yi Wei next to him already knew that Shen Shang was very kind to Li Bo and Heian, so he respected Shen Shang very much and listened quietly beside him. We sent someone to follow Yi Chang, as long as there is a chance, we will definitely shoot. Xing Yanho said. Shen Gongzi, what else do we need to pay attention to now? What's going on in the city's main palace? They are directly under the empire. What's the matter with the marriage now? Shen Shang asked. If they break the marriage, it means the empire is going to start. Coincidentally, the city owner also left the city this morning. He went out with his daughter Bai Shu, and I don't know why. Xing Yanho said, we are sending people to investigate, they suddenly get out of the city, it's really strange. There should be something that needs them to gather outside the city. Shen Shang can only guess. Heian blamed herself, it depends on me. If I were not in a good state, I would definitely be able to investigate the situation. The Heian gang under Heian was originally responsible for collecting intelligence, but he was in a bad state during this time, and the entire Heian gang is now being watched very tightly, so his actions are more cautious. There are some actions that Heian needs to go by himself. For example, what happened outside the city would require him to take someone to complete it. If he sends others, he will definitely get rid of it. Not everyone can track the master of Starfire City, as well as Xingyanman. Even if Black Flame emerged, it would be very dangerous for him to follow these two people. Once he was found, he could not escape in time and would be killed. Yi House's housekeeper suddenly heard news that an old grandmother had important news and needed to see Yi Yan's owner Xing Yanho. Hundreds of flowers, please invite her in immediately. Xing Yanho ordered Li Bo. Li Bo did not invite the old grandma, but got 2 letters, which were sent to Xing Yanho and Shen Shang respectively. When Xing Yanhu's letter was opened, he could see the words on it, but Shen Zhang's letter was blank. Shen Shang tried it, and he needed a strong enough consciousness to focus on his eyes to see the content of the letter. Shen Shang, I came to Aushitnd, there is an emergency that needs to be dealt with, please be patient and so on, I will go to you as soon as possible. Little apprentice, I miss you very much, love you very much, kiss. This is Xiao Shanglin's letter to Shen Shang. Shen Shang was ecstatic when he saw the letter, because Xiao Shanglin still remembered him. Although she couldn't see Xiao Shanglin immediately, she was very happy to learn that she still remembered herself. His previous guess was correct. Xiao Shanglin was separated from him at the beginning and must have realized what he was doing, so he could protect his memory in time. That is to say, Yuan, Zhang Sijing and Zhang Sime who were with him at that time were most likely to preserve their memories. The woman in Baihua village, as well as his friends, had no time. Mine is a secret letter. Shen Shang did not say what he said in the letter, and Xing Yanho would not question him. My letter said that there is a dragon roar in the Wengsing mountain range east of Spark City, that is not a real dragon. It may be a treasure related to dragons. Let us not go, very dangerous. Shen Shang was shocked. And the dragon, that is most likely the dragon slayer of the 4 elephants. Before, the direction given by the 6 Dao mirrors was roughly in this position, but I didn't know where it was. Shen Shang originally planned to find time to look through the ancient books in Yefu, looking for clues. He suspected that it might be the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword that sensed him, so he would react, just like the 6 magic mirrors before. It's really very dangerous. Don't go, Shen Shang urged. There will be people in Bayawatiandi who will soon come to discuss the cooperation of Lingdan, and then you can just talk to them and I will fight with them. After greeting, they won't ask for too high a price. Yan Zilan used to be in charge of the business of Baihualu. Now Bayawatiandi's business is in Baihualu or Baihua Pavilion. Yan Zilan is the general manager. Thank you Mr. Shen, Xing Yanho thanked quickly. It is already very good to get Lingdan from Bayawatiandi, not to mention the low price. My 2 friends also hope that the seniors can take good care of them. I will go out for a while. Shen Shang said. I'm going to see the situation outside the city. Shen Zhang's cultivation base is not high, but he said that he would go to that dangerous place, and Xing Yanho did not worry about them. Because Shen Zhang's consciousness is very strong, this allows him to perceive danger in advance. Please don't worry, Mr. Shen, we will take good care of them. Xing Yanho laughed. The little girl from Lin's family has a good relationship with Wawa, because she came, and Wawa's smile was more than usual. I'm leaving now. Li Bo, you can send me out of the city. Shen Shang said. Li Bo found another carriage and sent Shen Shang out of the city in a low profile from the back door. Shen Shang came outside the city, entered a forest, and then released 6 magic mirrors, flying directly to the Wangxing mountain range in the east. In the past, he sensed through the 6 magic mirrors, and did not clearly feedback that the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword was over there. He just knew that the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword was in this area, and this area was very large and could not be accurately determined at all. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3862, Wangxing Mountain. Shen Shang sat on the 6-way mirror, thinking about Xiao Shanglan. Xiao Shang came to the world and caused a great sensation. It stands to reason that she should come very low-key. How could she be found? Don't say that every world has a channel, and someone has a handle in this channel, so when she comes over, she is immediately sensed. Shen Shang only hopes that she, a beautiful master, can hurry up her affairs quickly, and it is best not to get rid of it. There are several great emperors in Aoshitiandi, and a few of them can cause trouble for Xiao Shanglan. The 6 god mirrors carried Shen Shang to the sky and reached the Wangxing mountain faster. Shen Shang very much hopes to find the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword quickly, otherwise it is not good to directly use the 6 god mirrors to smash people in future fights. Maybe the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword is damaged like the 6 divine mirrors. It should still work. Although the 6 magic mirrors are damaged, they can still be used, and they have not had much impact on Shen Zhang's current strength. The flying speed of the 6 god mirrors is not very fast, which is also affected by Shen Shangsho. So at night, Shen Shang arrived in the Wangxing mountain range. It's so far. 6 Dao Shenjing's perception of the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword is too large, so far away, the instructions given by the 6 Dao Shenjing are still within a large range. The Wangxing mountain range is very peculiar. At night, overlooking from a high altitude, this large mountain range is star-studded, and that is the glow from the top of each mountain. There are countless large and small mountains in the Wangxing mountain range. These mountains flicker from time to time at night, and they are very beautiful from a high altitude. Shen Shang was suddenly big, because the 10,000 stars mountain range was too big, and he didn't know where the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword was hiding. He landed, trying to perceive through the trees here, but it didn't work here. The trees in this mountain are not like the ***** forest that gave birth to him. Wait in the daytime. Shen Shang now has no direction. The best way is to wait for the sound of Long Xiao next time. If the Blue Dragon slaughtering magic knife moves, Shen Shang can determine the direction immediately with his own consciousness. At night, he rested on a big tree. One night, the entire Wangxing mountain was very quiet, and no Long Xiao came. Should the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword be taken away by others? Impossible. Shen Shang believes that only himself can take away the Dragon Slayer's devil sword, otherwise the knife will not summon him by itself. During the day, Shen Shang was running around in the mountains and he had no direction. He could only walk around and try it out. If his luck was close to the Blue Dragon Slayer, then he could feel it. By noon, he had ran through dozens of mountains and had no gain at all. However, he found out that some people successively rode flying mounts into the Wangsing mountain range. They also entered the Wangsing mountain range and landed on the ground, making them easy targets in the air. Shen Shang suddenly thought of a way, is to use the blue dragon roaring in the blue dragon magic skill. After his improvement, the green dragon roar can be released through blood. Just use it, it may attract many people. I roared with the blue dragon roaring, and if the blue dragon slaughtered magic knife heard, it might respond. Shen Shang decided to give it a try. If a lot of people were attracted, he would just run away. He took out 6 magic mirrors, sat on it and flew into the air, then secretly controlled the 6 magic mirrors to absorb the heaven and earth. He wants to sway the sound through the 6 magic mirrors, so that it can be louder. After getting ready, he started to run blood. Roar. Shen Shang sat on the 6-way mirror and suddenly roared, really like Long Xiao. The sound of Long Xiao swayed in all directions, and there was a lot of movement. Shen Shang immediately landed in the forest below to hide, waiting patiently for the response of the blue dragon slaughtering sword. After waiting for a while, it was still quiet among the Wangsing mountains. The blue dragon slayer's sword did not respond. Should I shout 2 more times? Shen Shang put away the 6 magic mirrors and walked in the mountain forest. He planned to roar in another place. He would be distributed in multiple areas. Each area roared, covering the entire Wangsing mountain range as much as possible. He calculated the distance, and then began to leave the area where he had shouted. After walking for about half an hour, he felt that someone was nearby. It's a group of people. Shen Shang felt more than 20. It's not very strong, do you want to be with them? Shen Shang judged their cultivation behavior through the breath of these 20 people. When they come, let's see who they are. Shen Shang intends to be in the crowd and listen to some news. Soon, the group of people caught up. Seeing the group of people, Shen Shang was surprised. They were all a group of young people wearing luxurious costumes. Among them is his familiar face, Xiao Rongrong. The Wangsing mountain range is not a particularly dangerous mountain range. Xiao Rongrong is only a 4-fold Taoist realm. She is completely okay to come here. Shen Shang saw at a glance that this group of people were all disciples of Xingyan men. They were surprised to see Shen Shang, a little boy here, although Wangsing mountain range was not a particularly dangerous mountain, but a little boy was swaying here, which was really surprising. Shen Shang didn't say much to this group of people, because there was nothing to ask from them. After all, this group of young people were proud and arrogant. Shen Shang, why are you here? Are you separated from the elders? Then you have to be careful, don't die. Xiao Rongrong was sneered after he was surprised, you don't have a few lives without Xiaoya. Dead. Wrong, this person is Shen Shang, said a young man headed. Master, he is Shen Shang. Xiao Rongrong nodded. Shen Zhang's name is still more famous among the younger generation, because he can be with Lin Yuya. You can't let him follow us, said another young man. This guy can follow us and be safe. It is best to let him die outside. Shen Shang just glanced at them, and then kept moving forward without saying a word. Obviously he was walking in the front of this direction, who is not necessarily who. You go first, I will stay and talk to this little brother. The big brother suddenly smiled and smiled. Everyone smiled at once, because they knew that this master had to teach Shen Shang, maybe Shen Shang would die here forever. Some of these martial disciples are very murderous. After all, they have worked hard for many years. After mastering a certain amount of strength, when they meet ordinary people, they always want to vent their strength. Everyone else hurried forward, and they could guess what the brother wanted to do, and didn't want to see it, so that the brother wouldn't come to trouble them. Soon, everyone else left, and when Xiao Rongrong left, he seemed to be happy to look at Shen Shang. She was a little jealous that Lin Yuya and Shen Shang became friends. Of course, she also wanted to be accompanied by such a little handsome guy. If Shen Shang died, Lin Yuya was very sad, then she would be very happy. Here only Shen Shang and the master brother are left. I am Huang Ling, the chief disciple of Xingyan men, the Taoist realm is 6-fold, and his blood is 150 paragraphs. Huang Ling's thin and handsome face was full of smiles. Little brother, you look good, and the taste must be very good. What are you doing? Shen Shang frowned. Just want to try your meat. Huang Ling said with a smile. I haven't eaten human meat in a long time, I have to eat a big meal today. Are you a demon creature? Shen Shang was very surprised. The chief disciple of Xingyan men even wanted to eat people. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3863, Ogre. Huang Ling didn't feel scared when she saw Shen Shang, and she was very upset, and then she said deliberately, "Ghost, do you wash yourself and wait for me to eat, or will I come?" The chief disciple of Tengen Xingyanmen turned out to be an ogre. Shen Shang laughed. "Are you a Xingyanmen disciple?" "Of course I am." Huang Ling also took out an identity sign. Shen Shang just asked casually, and he didn't know how to distinguish this identity brand. "You don't seem to be afraid at all. You are a coward, you are so bold, no wonder you dare to wander around the Wangxing mountain range." Huang Ling sneered. "I eat a lot of people, but I am not afraid of anything like you. It's the first time you have encountered it, and your taste will definitely be good." Of course, Shen Shang is not afraid, but just feels sick. He was not in a hurry to shoot, because he wanted to understand the situation of the Wangxing mountain range through Huang Ling. Huang Ling they came in earlier, and they are also disciples of Xingyanmen. He must know something. The elders of Xingyanmen are here. They brought these young disciples here, too, for the sake of experience. Shen Shang suspects that Huang Ling is in constant contact with demons and spirits, so he is contaminated with the habits of demons, which leads him to like to eat human flesh. Xing Yanho said before that those big factions have mastered the methods of controlling demons and can control demons to do things for them. Huang Ling, as the chief disciple, must have been exposed to this demon, and gradually lost his humanity over time. Maybe it was the magic tricks used by the demon that caused Huang Ling to become so. Huang Ling took out a sharp long knife from the storage bag, and Shen Shang looked like a lamb to be slaughtered in his eyes. "When did you enter the Wangxing mountain range?" Shen Shang asked. "I came 3 days ago. I am a big brother, and I came in earlier than everyone else. Originally, I also planned to take advantage of this opportunity to secretly eat a younger brother or younger sister. Of course, if it is found, I will be finished. So you don't blame me, you sent it to you. Rest assured, although this process is very long, but I promise to turn you into delicious meat, this is a respect for you." Quote. When Huang Ling said this, his entire face was full of evil colors. "I came in 3 days ago. Did you hear the sound of Long Xiao?" Shen Shang asked again. "Why should I tell you?" Huang Ling said angrily. "Damn the sheep, you should be afraid, you should yell and run away, why are you so calm?" Shen Shang knows that there are some demons, and he hopes that the prey will resist, which will make them more fulfilled when they enjoy the prey. "Because I want to know." Shen Shang said. "You honestly answer what I want to know, I will give you a happy moment later, will not let you die in pain." "Ouch, what are you talking about? You gave me a happy heart. Do you think you can kill me?" Huang Ling burst into laughter suddenly, he hadn't heard such a ridiculous thing in a long time. "You answer me," Shen Shang said. "I'm too lazy to ask you." To deal with Huang Ling, he needs to use the 6 gods' mirror. If he can't use them, he doesn't want to use them, fearing that they will get dirty. Are you scared by me?" Huang Ling still laughed. "Poor guy, okay, since you are stupid, then I will give you a happy." After he finished speaking, he rushed up and slashed into Shen Zhang's throat. When Huang Ling's long knife was blocked by a sudden black mirror. This mirror is in front of Shen Shang like a shield. Huang Ling's knife is very good. If it is taken away, it will be worth at least 3 million. It is worthy of being the chief disciple. His equipment is very expensive. Huang Ling is very clear about his sword and his strength, even if it is a defensive magic weapon of the same level, it is impossible to have no trace. His knife failed to leave a trace on the mirror. Shen Shang smiled, and then controlled the 6 magic mirrors to generate a suction force, and put the knife into the space inside the 6 magic mirrors. Huang Ling just felt the suction just now, and he had to grasp it tightly. The ghost knew that a strong current suddenly came from the knife, causing him to numb his hands and had to let go. The moment he loosened, his knife disappeared. Huang Ling was furious and punched Shen Shang. His fist fell on the mirror surface of the 6 magic mirrors, and all the blood he struck hit the mirror surface. The scary thing was that the force quickly bounced back, causing his fist to burst directly into his blood. Huang Ling began to fear. He didn't expect this little boy to have such a powerful magic weapon. These are 6 magic mirrors, even if they are damaged now, but this kind of thing is more than enough to deal with such a small thing as Huang Ling. Huang Ling immediately took out a rune, which was an earth escape rune, which allowed him to escape to the ground. But just after this symbol came out, Shen Shang released his powerful consciousness and directly tore this symbol away. Huang Ling looked at the broken symbol in his hand and was desperate and frightened. Who are you? Of course, Huang Ling had heard of Shen Shang, but Xiao Rongrong had said that Shen Shang was very low, maybe it was only the Taoist realm. Huang Ling is the chief disciple and has seen the world. Of course he can see that the mirror is very strong, and that is by no means something available on the market. Run! Huang Ling gritted his teeth and ran away with all his strength. However, the sixth Taoist mirror suddenly became very flat, and soon turned into a sharp slice as large as a table, and then flew towards Huang Ling. Under the control of Shen Zhang's consciousness, the six magic mirrors immediately caught up with Huang Ling, breaking Huang Ling's body from his waist into two halves. Huang Ling uttered a painful scream, he watched his disconnected lower body bleed, and his inner fear was anxious. 6 magic mirrors flew to Shen Shang. Shen Shang stood on the 6 Taoist mirrors, slowly floating towards Huang Ling with a smile. Huang Ling didn't die immediately. A person like him who cultivates can still live for a while even if his body is cut in two. He saw Shen Shang flying on the strange mirror, and his heart was shocked to the extreme. That's a magic weapon for flying. This kind of thing is almost a legendary artifact in the world. Even those great level characters, they can only ride flying beasts, there is no such magic weapon. What is the origin of Shen Shang? Why are there flying artifacts? Huang Ling looked at Shen Shang with a smile on his face, just like seeing a demon. Don't rush to death, I have questions to ask you. Shen Shang sat on the hanging mirror with a gentle smile. Huang Gongzi, do you remember the questions I asked you before? No, I don't remember. No, I remember. Huang Ling was so scared that he was incoherent, and quickly said, I heard Long Xiao. Where did it come from? Shen Shang asked. Over there. Huang Ling pointed north. Really, don't lie to me in a dangerous place. I'm so weak, I'm afraid of danger, Shen Shang said. Huang Ling suddenly spit blood. His Taoist realm 6th was instantly killed by Shen Shang, but Shen Shang still said that he was weak. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3864, Starfire City Lord. Shen, Grandpa Shen, I blame me for my lack of eyes, and the dog eyes are low. Save me, I'm still saved, help me stop bleeding. Huang Ling cried, I'm wrong, I won't eat people anymore. In order to survive, it is okay to admit to counseling and pretending to be a grandson, especially for people like Huang Ling. I want to make sure that what you said is true. After Shen Shang finished, he took out Huang Ling's knife and jumped. Huang Ling's head was cut off, still not dead. Huang Ling was completely desperate. Shen Shang uses the Dementor spell on Huang Ling. Huang Ling's soul was extremely painful. He could clearly feel that his soul was cut a little bit, and the memory in his soul was found. The Dementor charm only has a high requirement for consciousness, and Shen Shang can use it again after a little improvement. You're very honest, actually begged me to bypass you. Shen Shang searched Huang Ling's memory and found that the direction Huang Ling had just pointed was north. That was terrible, the Master of Sparks was over there. The sound of Long Xiao is northeast. Yes, Huang Ling met the owner of Spark City before, and he was leaving with his daughter Bai Shu. And it's nearby. Huang Ling was shocked again before he died, because someone can search the memory in the soul of others, which is really terrible, and the search will be so painful. Okay, you can die. But, I am a good person, so I will pick you up and send you on the road. Shen Shang really helped Huang Ling to connect his body. Huang Ling did not know whether it should be happy or sad. Shen Shang released a group of red and blue flames, which are Suzaku fire and blue dragon fire, respectively, mixed together, there will be conflict, and then there will be a lot of rejection in Huang Ling's body. The two flames competed against Huang Ling, and it would be even more painful when burning Huang Ling. Huang Ling made a terrifying hiss. The most frightening thing is that Shen Shang also used Dementor mantra to help Huang Ling recall the process of eating cannibalism. This Huang Ling not only suffered from physical pain, but also suffered from torture. Finally, he died and his body was burnt to ashes. Someone is here, very strong, is it the Master of Sparks? Shen Shang put Huang Ling's ashes into the 6 god mirrors, and then immediately hid in a big tree to hide. The people who came were men and women, all dressed in white. The man is a handsome middle-aged Jun Wu, holding a long sword. The woman is very young, tall, beautiful, and her face is cold. This man and a woman are the owner of Spark City and his daughter Bai Shu. Dad, just now someone died here. Bai Shu was very alert and looked around. Master Xingwo closed his eyes and took a deep breath, recognizing the breath around him. It's Huang Ling's breath, Spark City said. He's dead. Who killed him? The chief disciple of Xingwo Men, neither equipment nor the charm in his hand is weak. Bai Shu surprised. He still bleeds a lot of blood. The master of sparks looked at the remaining blood on the ground, then frowned. There are 2 strong flames here, both of which are beast flames. Is it a beast? Quote. The blue dragon fire used by Shen Shang is also the Suzaku fire, which is indeed a beast flame. To Shen Zhang's surprise, this Spark City Lord could actually distinguish it. Xingyanho, Li Bo and Han are not opponents of the Spark City Lord, so it is very likely that this Starfire City Lord is of the king level. It seems that the dragon blood is born, and it also attracts powerful beasts. We need to be more careful. The Spark Master looked carefully around, very puzzled. The powerful beasts did not leave any traces. What footprints? Nothing. Dad, do you say that the people of Bayawatiandi will come to fight for the dragon blood and different treasures? Bai Shu asked. Will you rob them? Girl, I know you want to go to Bayawatiandi. But, your father, I'm from the Great Flame Empire. The existence of Bayawatiandi threatens the Great Flame Empire and will soon be 2 opposing camps. Starfire City sighed. Shen Shang sneered in his heart. How can the Dayan Empire fight 100 flowers? The background of Bayawatiandi is very deep. They have been inherited for so many years. Even if they have been recovered many times by the world, they are still very strong. Xiao Shanglin's strength is only the tip of the iceberg in Bayawatiandi, not to mention Bayawatiandi and Long Jushao and their helpers. Shen Shang suddenly felt that the people of this proud world were quite naive, and they didn't know enough about the strength of Bayawatiandi and Jushaoshandi. Dad, I am me, you are you. I go my way, you should not stop me. Bai Shu also sighed. No, you can grow up to this point, it's all the resources of the empire. Without the status that the empire gave me, you can't enjoy this kind of resources, so you have to work for the empire. The Master of Sparks said seriously. This is not I can decide that once you are distracted, the empire will never spare you. Xingyanho, he and Bayawatiandi contact, how will the empire deal with him? Bai Shu asked. Xingyanho must die, however, this is not what I can do. Xingyanho plays the grandson all day and says all day that he can't beat me and Xingyan, but in fact, he is quite strong, it will be terrible to fight together. Spark City Main Road. Xingyanho didn't do anything wrong, he was just for the family. Obviously the empire was injustice to him. Bai Shu said again, is the empire doing this chilling? No way, Xingyanho is old, and the empire needs a new marquis and needs new blood. Xingyanho takes so many resources that he must be let out. However, he is not sensible, not himself obediently retreating, but in contact with Bayawatiandi, this is a big taboo. So everyone knows that it is not that the empire is cruel, but that Xingyanho does not understand the rules. The Master of Sparks touched his daughter's head and said, don't make this mistake. Quote. However, Xingyanho did this for the entire Yi family. Bai Shu said, if one day you are for me, will you choose to fight against the empire? There won't be that day. Starfire City Lord smiled and smiled. Don't think so much. Come on, the dragon blood is born, we have to go over to see if we can see it cheaper. Dad, what did Xiao Shanglin, the great emperor, do in the world? Why is there no news about her? Bai Shu asked behind his father. Shen Shang also followed quietly. As long as he followed the father and daughter, he could go to the place where dragon blood and different treasure was born. I just heard that Xiao Shang was in my Dayan territory. Our Tianyan emperor used to meet her. I hope she came to be a guest, not to go to war. Starfire City said. Xiao Shang is strong, or is Emperor Tianyan strong? Bai Shu asked again. I don't know, it should be Emperor Tianyan stronger. Xiao Shanglin is a woman after all. The reason why she has never lost, it's just that many men fantasize her like that. Xinghacheng smiled. Bai Shu is a little unhappy because she is also a woman. Shen Shang only finds it funny. Xiao Shanglin's real strength must be very strong, but she can cultivate a doppelganger. Maybe the great emperor who had fought with her before just faced her doppelganger. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3865, Black Bat. Shen Shang quietly followed the father and daughter. Even though the master of Starfire City was very strong, he failed to find Shen Shang. Along the way, the owner of Spark City also stopped, and his speed was not very fast, not very anxious. If the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword is really here, maybe there will be many powerful demons. Shen Shang remembered that the Blue Dragon Slayer had a great lethal effect on demons, and the demons had a strong sense of this kind of restraint. If the demon senses that something that restrains them is born, he will definitely come over in large numbers. They must also fight for this kind of thing, to prevent falling into the hands of the strong, so as not to be used against them by the strong humans. Dad, it seems that you are not in a hurry to go to the location of Dragon Blood Yibao. Have you not determined the specific location yet? Bai Shu asked. Starfire City Lord has stopped to look like he wants to rest, but he and Bai Shu are not tired at all. Girl, the situation where the dragon blood is located must be very complicated. Even if I can catch up in the first time, I may not be able to obtain the treasure immediately. Even if I can obtain the treasure immediately, it must not be mine. Spark the city owner is quite leisurely. You entered the Wangsing Mountain in the first time, didn't you aim at the dragon blood and different treasures? Bai Shu couldn't guess her father's mind. Because in the eyes of normal people, the master of Spark City is so strong, as long as he can arrive at the scene and take away the dragon blood strange treasure, it is his. It's not me who first knew that there was a dragon blood and a different treasure. The Spark City Lord smiled and said, I'm here, just to make up for the fun and see if I can pick up anything by the way. It was Xingyan Zongjiao who first discovered it. Daddy, Xingyan Gate seems to be inferior to you. Bai Shu couldn't wait to go to the location of the dragon blood. I found it from the Empire. Guess, who sent the Empire? The Starlord said, I'm not afraid to tell you, I just learned from the messenger who came. Who? Bai Shu immediately understood that if he got a dragon blood here, it must belong to the Empire. 3 princes, said Spark City, let's go slowly. I don't want to get too close to these princes. Starfire City Lord is loyal to Tianyan Emperor, but those princes always like to attract them. Join a prince's camp, then multiple princes will be involved in the fight for power, if they lose, it will be dead. Bai Shu didn't know this, but just felt that his father was touching the fish and didn't want to help the prince in vain. Shen Shang knew, however, that Spark City mainly kept its distance from the prince. Xingyan Zhang taught them that they should pass. Bai Shu said, Dad, if we pass later, will the 3 princes be blamed? I blame it. I am a city owner. I should have stayed in the city to defend the city. I can come and look at the face of his 3 princes. The Lord of Sparks said with a smile, if not the 3 princes, but others, I also want to get some benefits early. There are the 3 princes, and the benefits in front of him are equivalent to the favor of the 3 princes, so the master of Spark City suddenly slowed down the past. However, Shen Shang was so anxious that he was a little worried that the 3 princes would take away the blue dragon slaughtering sword. The ghost knew whether these princes were very clever, and it would be troublesome to take them away. Just when the owner of Spark City was lazy, there was a sudden earthquake. Then, a gust of wind swept through the forest. The wind screamed, and Shen Shang quickly felt a strong evil spirit. It is the evil spirits, and there are a lot of them. It's a demon. The star of Spark City's face changed. There are a lot of them. Shen Shang also felt strange. It stands to reason that there should be few demons in the entire Great Flame Empire. Even if there is a sky demon abyss, it is blocked or blocked. It is not easy for the demon to come in through the border wall. The sudden appearance of the Wangsing Mountain range shows that the demon has a way to enter the Great Flame Empire, and it is still in large quantities. Of course, the high walls and borders of the border are still very useful, at least to prevent the large-scale demon army from rushing in. Dad, are we going to go? Bai Shu immediately took out a white long sword, exuding the cold and pure white light. She had entered the fighting state. The master of Sparks thought about it and shook his head. Don't go for now. There will be no problems with the people with Xingyan Gate and the 3 princes. The evil spirit only appeared after the earthquake, and Shen Shang suspected that the 2 were not related. The earthquake may have been triggered by the appearance of a dragon blood and a different treasure, and the evil spirit was only caused by the sudden appearance of a large number of demons. The owner of Spark City continues to feel lazy here. His duty is only to protect Spark City. Star City does not fall. He does not need to fight. If you can, you can't fight. This is the rule of conduct of the Spark City Lord. Shen Shang carefully sensed the direction of the evil spirit. He planned to go by himself, and no longer follow the master of Spark City, because he did not know how long he would touch here. When Shen Shang was about to set off on his own, he suddenly felt that there were several groups of evil forces approaching. There are demons near, and the strength is still very strong. Just after Shen Shang sensed it, the owner of Spark City also discovered that. He immediately took out a pair of spears. Dad, what's wrong? The white sword in Baishu's hand was white with puffs of air. There is a situation, Shen Huocheng said in a deep voice. The evil masses were approaching, but they were still stable, and there was no sign of flying. What puzzles Shen Shang is that the evil spirit is getting weaker. Soon, a middle-aged man in black riding a black giant bat appeared. The black giant bat is flying, and there are 3 big men in black armor on the ground. The middle-aged man in black is a human being, the black giant bat is a demon creature, and the 3 big men are demon spirits. Mr. Black Bat, the Spark City Lord saw the middle-aged man and immediately saluted him respectfully. He also pulled the daughter beside him, and asked her to bow with her to salute. Master Spark City, your highness is very worried about you, so just send me to see, you're fine. Master Black Bat smiled, then looked at Baishu, and nodded slightly, this is your daughter. Listen, he said he married Xingyanhu's eldest grandson. Marriage with Xingyanhu Chengsun means your majesty. Xingwo City Main Road said, your majesty let your subordinates do whatever they want. The owner of Spark City moved out the emperor's majesty, just to tell Master Black Bat that he was loyal to Emperor Dian. As far as I know, Xingyanhu is about to finish. Then this marriage will definitely not be made. Master Black Bat smiled and said, Master Xingwo, have you ever thought of making your daughter a concubine of the highness? Bai Zujiao's body trembled, and his heart burst into anger. She promised to marry Yi Wuqing, and that was just the appearance. If you marry the 3rd prince, you will become his plaything and cultivation tool, and you will be destroyed. Because of this, one's self-cultivation will be stagnant, and as one gets older, one kicks away. The little girl is not worthy of the 3 highnesses. Although the Spark City Lord had a smile on the surface, he felt sad and angry inside. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3866, Father and Daughter Despair. Not long ago, Baishu asked the master of Spark City, if one day, he and Xingyanhu in the same situation, will he fight against the royal family? Master Xingwo did not answer at the time, but said that there would not be that day, as long as he kept his duty, he would not go to the level of Xingyanhu. But he also knew in his heart that this kind of thing might be. The situation on the other side of the royal family was very complicated. Although he is a city master, his strength is not weak, but he uses his personal strength to fight against the entire imperial royal family. Not to mention fighting against the royal family, even against the 3 princes, he has to suffer. The owner of Spark City is very clear what will happen if his daughter marries the 3rd prince. He loves his wife and his daughter very much. So he must not let this happen. Tai Xianmen's side agreed. Black Bat smiled. Baishu girl is a disciple of Tai Xianmen, and her master recognized this marriage. As for Xingyanhu and his majesty, they will be handed over to his highness. Go for it. Starfire City Lord's body trembled. Baishu was even more angry at the moment, and her master agreed so, and did not seek her opinion. The meaning of the Black Bat is very clear, that is, someone in the Taixian Gate stands on the side of the 3 princes. And the 3 princes now want to win over the owner of Spark City. On the surface, marrying his daughter can be regarded as worthy of him. In fact, he really needs a good woman for cultivation. The 3 princes should be the breakthrough bottleneck. After the selection of the 3 princes, this is the best candidate. Of course, it may not be just white cats, the 3 princes may have found several women at the same time. Shen Shang originally wanted to go, but suddenly felt that this big show was still good. He wanted to see if this Spark City master would resist. I disagree. The smile on the main face of Spark City disappeared. Why, does the master of Sparks look down on his highness? Black Bat asked. I don't have the right to take charge of my daughter's marriage. I got engaged to Xingyanhu Changsun, just to cope with His Majesty's suppression of Xingyanhu. This is not true marriage. If it is simply to marry a daughter, the owner of Spark City will certainly facilitate it, but marrying her daughter to the 3rd prince is equivalent to ruining her. The ghost knows what the 3rd prince will do to his daughter. Bai Yanqing, your highness sent me to talk to you. He gave me a death order, and he must make it happen, don't make me difficult. If you agree, it's hello, everyone. Even if you don't agree, the result will be the same, your daughter will still be your concubine's room. And you are equivalent to fighting against the royal family. Black Bat sighed. I'll contact your majesty. Bai Yanqing took out a basin-sized communication array. Xingwo City is also a relatively important city, and it is still in Tianwo Prefecture. The city owner can directly contact Tianyan Emperor. However, he had just pulled out the target, and a red arrow was ejected from the bat's mouth, which instantly shattered the target like lightning. Are you crazy? Bai Yanqing exasperated and shouted, but I am the master of the City of Sparks, so let the prince bully. I have contributed so much to the empire, you say kill if you kill. Bai Yanqing, your highness has to decide your daughter. He only needs your daughter to cooperate with cultivation, and he will be successful. Black Batman smiled and said, here, dragon blood and different treasures are born today, there are a large number of demonic creatures appearing, you protect the City of Sparks, great demon of war, heroic sacrifice, the empire will remember you. The huge bat spit out red blood arrows, spreading with strong poison gas. Bai Yanqing couldn't resist the poisonous arrow, and his body was stabbed in several places. The bat didn't attack Baishu, and Baishu had already fallen to the ground. She regretted it at the moment. I knew that, she should have promised to marry the third prince before, so that her father would not have to die. Bai Yanqing felt even more regretful. He should have let his daughter go to the world of flowers, so at most he was chased and killed after betraying the empire. Now, not only did he die unjustly, his daughter was also torn by the three princes and became a cultivator. Girl, I'm sorry for you, I should listen to you early. Bai Yanqing said with hatred, his eyes full of sorrow. Stop, if my dad is dead, I will commit suicide. Bai Shu shouted suddenly, quick detox my dad, let him go, or else the plan of the three princes will not succeed. She had also heard that some honorable practitioners practiced evil gates and misrepresented them. They used multiple women to practice something, and the process was very evil. The three princes must have lost her, so she thought she could threaten the black bat. Relax, you can't die, you are poisoned now, there is no strength at all. And your father, destined to sacrifice today, we must not let him live. Black Bat smiled and said, Bai Shu girl, please rest assured, your poison is very easy to understand, after all, you want to enjoy it for your highness. Bai Yanqing was struggling on the ground, desperately resisting the **** arrow from the giant bat. At this moment, Shen Shang used his consciousness to send a message to Bai Yanqing. Trust me, use your strength, take your daughter to your left, and I can take you away. Bai Yanqing felt a shock in his heart. When he was so desperate right now, he couldn't help but think about it, immediately grabbed Bai Shu, who was paralyzed on the ground, and then rushed to Shen Shang with all his strength. You can't run. The black bat screamed, and the giant bat did not continue to shoot poison arrows, so as not to hurt the white cat. If Bai Yanqing uses her daughter as a shield, Black Bat will not dare to mess up, but Black Bat knows that Bai Yanqing will not do this. Bai Yanqing was injured and was pierced by dozens of blood-poisoning arrows. The toxin spread wildly. Sooner or later, he would be poisoned to death. He wouldn't be able to run far, so the Black Bat was very relieved, but just sent the three demons on the ground to pass. The demon chased over and saw Bai Yanqing suddenly rush into the back of a big tree. Bai Yanqing suddenly disappeared into the sight of the three demons and black bats. But they are not worried because Bai Yanqing is just dying and struggling, he can't run far. Shen Shang was right behind the big tree, and Bai Yanqing didn't report any hope, but when he came to the big tree, he saw a big mirror, and then he and his daughter were sucked into that mirror. Shen Shang installed Bai Yanqing and Bai Su with the 6 magic mirrors, and then rode the 6 magic mirrors into the sky. Almost instantly, he came to a high altitude, and then quickly flew in one direction. The 6 divine mirrors did not leave a breath, causing the black bats to be unable to track them at all, only to see a large fragment of broken leaves falling on the ground. The black bat panicked. He chopped off the 3 demons in a rage, and then rode the giant bat flying in the air. He couldn't figure out what happened just now, but someone really rescued Bai Yanqing and Bai Shu from the serious injury, and the speed is still very fast, and there is no breath left, which shows that the other party is very strong. After 3 hours, Shen Shang came to a very secret cave, and he released Bai Yanqing and Bai Shu. Bai Yanqing is dying. Bai Shu was weak and his eyes were full of tears, looking at his dying father. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3867, Abandoned Child. In fact, Shen Shang could have rescued people long ago, but he had to wait until Bai Yanqing and Bai Shu were most desperate, so that they would appreciate them more and hate the 3 princes more. I'm not saved, don't worry about me. Save my daughter. Bai Yanqing's voice was very weak, but Shen Shang and Bai Shu heard clearly. Bai Shu saw that the person who rescued them was a teenager, and his heart was full of despair. What did a teenager do? At this moment, she seems to forget how they escaped. Bai Yanqing is very clear, this young man can cultivate the consciousness, it must be extraordinary. Also you met me, otherwise you are really not saved. Shen Shang has begun to save people, injecting his own consciousness into Bai Yanqing's body, and at the same time releasing the green dragon fire, hitting from the blood hole in Bai Yanqing's body. Ah! Bai Yanqing shouted in pain. Qinglong fire was flowing through Bai Yanqing's body, and the dozen or so blood holes in his body began to emit black gas. The white cat next to her looked worried. She thought Shen Shang was abusing her father, but when she saw a black mist coming out, she knew it was poisonous gas. Shen Shang directly used Qinglong fire to remove the poison from Bai Yanqing. Qinglongwo still restrains this kind of magic poison, after all, Qinglong Tumo knife has the same principle. Coupled with Shen Xiang's incomprehensible knowledge of poison, the Qinglong fire created by him based on Qinglong Shengong is best used to inject into others to disinfect. Of course, this requires the cooperation of powerful consciousness. The consciousness senses which position is poisonous, and the blue dragon fire flows precisely to kill the poison. If the control is not good, Qinglongwo will cause serious injuries. Although Qinglongwo is very hot, people like Bai Yanqing can bear it. Bai Yanqing's poison arrows have been taken out. It's much worse than the 9-death spider silk arrow. I helped the person take out the 9-death spider silk arrow before, and that person is now alive and kicking, so you have to believe me. Shen Shang continued to kill Bai Yanqing. Bai Yanqing is still very painful, but now he can bear it. He was saved, and he survived. His daughter didn't have to be ruined by the three princes. This feeling of renewed life made Bai Yanqing so happy that the pain was nothing to him. I don't save you in vain. Shen Shang said. I want you to do things for me, rest assured, I won't want your daughter. Who are you? Bai Yanqing asked. He now speaks a lot of tone, showing that he recovers quickly. Bai Shu gradually felt relieved that she was just powerless now. Shen Shang. Hearing these two words, Bai Yanqing and Bai Shu were surprised. Shen Zhang's name is well known among the younger generation of Spark City. First of all, he was very handsome, and then at Yi Wawa's dinner, Yi Shengyan suffered a big loss. Other than that, they don't know much, but they still care about it, because their previous focus was on the Yi family. After Yi Wawa's serious injury was healed, they all knew the Yi family's news in real time, so they all knew Shen Shang. Yahuahua is poisoned, it is magic poison. It should be similar to the poison that Bai Bai now has. Once this poison enters the brain, it will be at your disposal. By the way, Lin Yuya's mother of the Lin family had also been poisoned before. Because someone wants to control this mother and marry Lin Yuya to some honorables, the purpose, you all understand. Quote. Shen Shang looked at Bai Shu. Bai Yanqing and Bai Xi have no doubt about Shen Zhang's words. Your empire is too deep into the demons. There are so many honorable people who practice this evil door. Shen Shang sighed. Is this empire necessary for existence? Bai Yanqing stopped talking, but he dared not have the mind to resist the empire. This is a betrayal. Shen Gongzi, do you want to rebel? Bai Shu asked. Do you want my father to help you and join your camp? Bai Yanqing suddenly said. Shen Gongzi, you can do whatever you want, but I can't rebel, I can't betray. Dad, it's all up to now, haven't you seen through this empire yet? Bai Shu gritted his teeth. The ones who will take over the empire in the future are similar to the scum of the three princes. Shen Gongzi, you have to rebel, I support you, I join you. Girl, I will contact your majesty as soon as possible, and he will definitely dominate it for me. Bai Yanqing said. We can't betray him. Uncle Bai, don't be naive. You can't enter the emperor city. Shen Shang said. The three gates will have the hands of the three princes. Once you get close, you will definitely die. They dare. That's the emperor city. Bai Yanqing still believes in the empire till now. Let's say this. Even if Emperor Tianyan helped you to do justice, but he only punished the three princes for 3 glasses of drinking. That was after all his son, and he had a promising future. Shen Shang said with a smile. Do you think you are better than the 3 princes are important? Don't be stupid. Maybe after a while, Tianyan will send someone to do you. Bai Yanqing froze, because what Shen Shang said was indeed possible. The 3 princes recruited troops to buy horses. To draw you, they must be against other princes or princes, this is the acquiescence of Tianyan Emperor. Several of his capable sons struggled so that they could grow up, which is what Tianyan the Great would like to see. In the eyes of Emperor Tianyan, you are nothing but chess pieces in the hands of those princes. You do not cooperate with the princes, but they look down on the royal princes. Shen Shang said again. Your loyalty is your majesty. Bai Yanqing felt very pained. Emperor Tianyan doesn't need your loyalty, it only needs you to obey, and you need to maintain the majesty of the royal family. You defied the three princes, just ignore the majesty of the royal family. Shen Shang said. The reason why the black bat dares to kill you is to know the Emperor Tianyan checking it, just blaming him and the three princes. Dad, haven't you seen it right now? We are just tools in the eyes of the royal family, they never treat us as humans. Do you have more Xing Yanho for your contribution to the Great Flame Empire? Do you see Xing Yanho? What ends? Although Bai Shu's voice was weak, but at the moment this remark hit the heart of Bai Yanqing. We don't owe the royal family anything. They are going to kill us now, to ruin my second half of life, and to devastate me as a slave girl. Are they worthy of allegiance? Bai Shu continued. Even Taishanmen, follow them together, they know how much harm they have done in the background. The poison in Bai Yanqing has almost been eliminated. Subsequently, Shen Shang came to Bai Shu and began to detox her. Her poison is almost the same as that of Yi Wawa and He Li. It can be easily solved with her consciousness, that is, she has to cut off her fingers and put some poisonous blood. Sister Bai Shu, you are fine, and you will get better soon. Shen Shang smiled, he still thought Bai Shu was better at communicating. Shen Gongzi, thank you. Bai Shu was cold all day, a very cold and proud woman. But at the moment, she showed Shen Shang a rare smile. Shen Shang is her life-saving benefactor, and she is still so beautiful. Her voice is still sweet, calling her sister, and she is also very happy. You're welcome, who makes Bai Shu's sister so beautiful, you can't bear to see you suffer. Shen Shang grinned. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3868, Female Dragon King. Bai Yanqing snorted in his heart, because this mysterious little boy was teasing his daughter. Of course, he was not easy to say anything, after all, he was just saved by others. He can now stand up, but he has not fully recovered. I suggest you go to Xingyanho. Shen Shang said. If you believe me, go find him. Otherwise, you can only leave the Dian Empire. I still hope to be able to contact your majesty, I must ask to understand. Bai Yanqing said. I have a guess. I think you and Xing Yanho will be removed. The three princes have heard the news in advance, so they have no scruples, and they have to take away Sister Bai Shu now, so as not to fall into the hands of other princes. Shen Shang said. Shen Gongzi, why do you think so? Bai Shu asked quickly. Uncle Bai, how long have you been the master of sparks? Shen Shang asked. 8 years, Bai Yanqing said. Have you suppressed Xing Yanho in the past 8 years? Shen Shang asked again. No, I have never had any conflicts with him. Our relationship is very ordinary. I rarely even meet him. Bai Yanqing finished and found the problem. If you are a city master, you want to suppress the forces in the city, and even weaken them. Xingyan Gate can be completely controlled by the empire, and you don't need to move it. But Xing Yanho is not, but you haven't been like him for 8 years. When Shen Shang said here, Bai Shu also understood. So the royal family suspects that my father and Xing Yanho colluded and wanted to plot a rebellion. Bai Shu frowned, but is it too sloppy? It's better not to let go of the wrong. Uncle Bai is very strong, but it is not irreplaceable in the empire. So if you kill, and you can stand still. Shen Shang said. In fact, the royal family noticed complaints. Well, they just want to stand up now. In accordance with the operation of the Great Flame Empire, it will not be able to sustain it sooner or later. What they can do now is to punch all kinds of forces with ideas. Another reason is that Xiao Shanglin in Bayawadiandi wants to enter the Great Flame Empire. Xing Yanho had been in contact with Bayawadiandi before, and the people in Bayawadiandi frequently entered the City of Sparks. Shen Shang added, this is what he just thought of. Then, he looked at Bai Shu again and said, Sister Bai Shu, you are in Taishanmen, you must have unintentionally showed your longing for the world of flowers. Taishanmen is so fiercely competitive, someone must be against you in the background, and then quietly sued now. A group of despicable villains. Bai Shu said angrily. I still decided to give it a try. I will contact your majesty, I will send someone to Bai Yanqing sighed. I will return to the city. Pay attention to the black giant bat, and the black bat, they will learn to go back to the city and they will kill you as soon as possible. Sister Baishu, I suggest you hide, don't be with your father. Shen Shang urged. Girl, go to Baihualu to hide. Bai Yanqing said, now he only hopes his daughter can be safe. Can you enter the city safely? Shen Shang still worried about them. Relax, although I almost died before, but now I am prepared and I won't be killed so easily. After all, I have been in Spark City for many years, I know how to enter the city safely. Bai Yanqing patted Shen Zhang's shoulder. Dao, thank you very much, I will definitely repay you. You recuperate here first, I still have something to do. Shen Shang said. This cave is very safe, they can't find yours, please rest assured. When he had finished speaking, he left immediately, and he had to find the Blue Dragon Slayer. After Shen Shang left, Bai Shu whispered, Dad, this Sun Shen is really mysterious. How did he save us before? Huang Ling, the chief disciple of Xingyan Men, should have killed him. He helped me detoxify, using a very strange beast flame. Bai Yanqing frowned. This Sun Shen is very strong. It will be so good, I don't know if it is the apprentice of the old monster. Would he want to grab a dragon blood for a different treasure? Bai Shu suddenly opened his eyes wide. Then he will definitely face the three princes. Forget to remind him, there are 2 kings accompanied by the 3 princes. Black Bat is one of them. Bai Yanqing was suddenly worried. Ah, the Black Bat is a human king. Is the power behind the 3 princes so terrible? Bai Shu was worried. Shen Gongzi will be fine, good people have good rewards. Bai Yanqing caressed his daughter's head and said, resume well. Shen Shang left the cave and rode 6 magic mirrors in the air and flew to the northeast. The sound of Long Xiao heard before Huang Ling came from there. Bai Yanqing and Bai Shu also rushed there before, and the so-called dragon blood is definitely in that direction. He flew carefully for a long time, and he could see a deep seam in front of him from high altitude, which was overflowing with a large amount of black mist. Sky Demon Abyss. Did it appear suddenly? Shen Shang has seen it in the book before, the Devil Abyss sometimes appears suddenly, and there will be a lot of evil spirits running out. The black giant bat carried by the previous black bat is the demon creature, but that is tamed, and the 3 demons are also their slaves. The demonic creatures that just ran out of the abyss of the heavenly demons are all very cruel, maybe there is a demon king of the human king level. Don't say that because of the appearance of the blue dragon slaughter demon sword, it is here that the demon abyss is suddenly opened. Will the demon creatures **** this knife? Does the devil abyss open it? Shen Shang has always wondered how the devil abyss was formed. At this moment, there was a dragon roar, and suddenly came out from under the abyss of that day. This is the sound of the Qinglong howling that Shen Shang is familiar with. He is almost certain that the Qinglong slaughter is just below it, and it seems to be sealed. Shen Shang must be careful. His current strength is very limited. He relies on divine consciousness and 6 god mirrors. Facing that kind of strong man, he has no fighting power and can only run. Beside that huge abyss, many people stood. Shen Shang saw the group of people and stopped in the high sky, because he saw the black giant bat also. They are surrounding a person. Shen Shang injected his consciousness into his eyes, and he could see farther and more clearly. The person surrounded by them was a woman wearing white armor. This woman is tall. She wears a half mask to cover her nose and mouth, but her eyes and forehead are very familiar to Shen Shang. From afar, this woman has a compelling cold and arrogant power all over her. Although her eyes were cold, they were very beautiful, and they also had a fearful arrogance. Shen Shang recognized this woman, and he was very familiar with it. Sister Huishan. Shen Shang was surprised. Long Huishan was very close to him before, and the two had deep feelings. Long Huishan turned out to be here. She was a female dragon king, and she had an ice dragon. After so many years now, Shen Shang didn't know how her practice was. But what is certain is that she from the ice dragon family, the ice dragon bloodline in her body gives her a very powerful force, and she has been inherited by the ice dragon, and the practice is also the ice dragon. The appearance of Long Huishan in Bayawatiandi shows that Bayawatiandi is most likely to know that the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword is hidden here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3869, Dragon Soul Sword. Shen Shang did not go right away. Although he was a little worried about Long Huishan, if he hurriedly passed, it would only make things more confusing. With his current strength, he can only use the 6 magic mirrors to help in the past, and this thing is a peerless weapon in many eyes. If it appears here, it will definitely shock the forces of all parties. Long Huishan was just surrounded, they did not fight, and did not mean to fight. The 3 princes also have some concerns. After all, the other party is a man of all kinds of flowers, and the Emperor Xiaoshanglan is also near the Great Flame Empire. In addition, although the 3 princes have 2 kings on their side, they are not sure to win Long Huishan. They do not know Long Huishan, only that she is a woman from Bayawatiandi, and she is very strong, at least at the level of a king. The black bat over the 3rd prince was originally a human king, and the bat he rode was also of the level of King of Warcraft, plus the teaching of Xingyan Palm, it was equivalent to the power of 3 king levels. Faced with 3 such strong men, Long Huishan had no fear at all, her body was still very compelling, her beautiful eyes were full of arrogance, and she looked at the 3 princes and others with a trace in her eyes. Contempt. Even though she was wearing a set of armor, she could still see her proud figure. Sister Huishan has an ice dragon. Even if the power of ice dragon is reversed, it is taken back by the sky. The strength is not weak. Sister Huishan can use the power of the dragon with the ice dragon, and the other party can't beat Sister Huishan. Although Shen Shang knew that Long Huishan was strong, he was still ready to shoot. Friends of Bayawatiandi, we don't have hatred, we don't need such opposition. We want to cooperate with you instead. The 3rd prince is a man with a square face, not to mention very handsome, but looks polite and noble. I really can't see that these 3 princes are cruel people. You know, he sent black bats to deal with Bai Yanqing and Bai Shu, that was very malicious. The so-called knowing people knowing faces but not knowing the hearts, how upright these 3 princes are on the surface, the heart is so evil. So many of you surrounded me and said you didn't want to be opposed. Long Huishan said coldly. Hearing Long Huishan's cold and domineering voice again, Shen Shang was full of nostalgia. In the past, Long Huishan took good care of his big sister, and also helped take care of Leng Yulin and Shen Lingling, their sisters. Girl, this is our territory. Now that the dragon blood is born, you come over without saying hello, we just don't want you to take the dragon blood and treasure. The 3 princes politely said. I don't hide it, I just ordered to act. My father and emperor ordered me to take the dragon's blood and treasure, otherwise I could directly give the girl a gift. Shen Shang sneered in his heart that the 3 princes really talked. Dragon blood and different treasures. Do you really not know what is sealed under this abyss? Long Huishan's tone was still cold, and he did not give the 3 princes a good look. There are a few of them, the 3 princes. It really doesn't seem to know what's under the abyss of heavenly demon. How many of them do you see me? I see you. Please ask the girl for advice. The 3 princes bowed their hands and asked very politely. Have you heard of the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword? Long Huishan asked. Shen Shang did not guess wrong before, Bayawatiandi did know where the Blue Dragon slaughtered magic knife was. The seal below is the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword. The 3 princes' faces suddenly turned pale. The black bats and Xingyan palms also changed their faces suddenly, just like the enemy. Shen Shang was surprised, the words Qinglong Tumo Dao could scare them like this. Shen Shang did not know what happened to the Blue Dragon Slayer, he thought it should be no different from the previous one. The seal below is one of the most important Dragon Soul Sword Souls on the Blue Dragon Slayer. I don't know whether it is the Dragon Soul or the Sword Soul. Long Huishan said, it is very likely that the Dragon Soul is due to the Dragon Scream. Sound. But Sword Soul and Dragon Soul are together for a long time, and they can also emit Dragon Howler. Shen Shang was surprised, his former Blue Dragon Slaughter magic knife didn't seem to have these 2 things. Why is there this new Blue Dragon Slaughter magic knife? His soul was suppressed by the seal for 100,000 years, what happened? He used to think that the 4 elephant **** soldiers were made by Lu Munger, but now it seems not. If they really made it out, they would never be out of their control. Bayawatiandi can control these 4 elephant soldiers, and will not be scattered everywhere. Is the dragon soul scary? The 3 princes panicked. Black Bat and Xingyan Zongjiao are still full of fear. Of course it's terrible, if you really release it, you will definitely die, if you don't believe it, you can follow me down and see. Long Huishan said. Will you die if you go down? The Black Bat asked. I can only protect myself, will you die, it depends on your luck. Long Huishan sneered. You should not be afraid of death. Let's go together. Her laughter was full of ridicule, because the 3 princes were obviously afraid of death. The three princes immediately came up with a subpoena, which should be contacting his father Tianyan. It didn't take long for the third prince to contact Emperor Tianyan. His face was even more ugly. Because Emperor Tianyan knew this, but did not tell him, and asked him to take back the dragon blood and other treasures, which was obviously testing him. This is a very dangerous thing. If it fails, it will be disabled even if it doesn't die. The three princes are still very afraid of death. It is clear that to complete this test, they will definitely experience a lot of dangers, and they will die if they are not careful. Black Bat, the father and emperor told us to be careful. Although Dragon Soul and Sword Soul are terrible, but as long as you are more careful, you can still deal with it. Three princes said. The Black Bat frowned. Your Highness, He didn't finish talking, so he looked at Xingyan to teach. Xingyan Zongjiao is an old man with a flaming star mark on his forehead. He looked dignified at the moment and shook his head and said, I'm not going. Both Xingyan Zongjiao and the Black Bat knew that this was the test of the Emperor Tianyan for the three princes. If successful, the three princes will be rewarded by Emperor Tianyan. If they are not successful, they will most likely die. I don't frighten you, this is the Devil Abyss, not to mention the terrible Dragon Soul Sword. Just how dangerous the Devil Abyss is, I don't need to say more. Long Wei sneered. Girl, aren't you afraid? You must be only Wang Shouwei. The three princes said. Are you trying to scare us away? Long Wei laughed and said. Who tells you that I am Wang Shouwei? Your emperor's father is here, you may not beat me. The three princes were shocked. Is the woman in front of me the emperor-level cultivation practice? Shen Shang was not surprised. Long Huishan was considered to have existed in ancient times. That day, Emperor Yan was really tender in her eyes. Although the great emperor sounds very powerful, it is the same in Shen Zhang's eyes. After all, it is just Taoist realm cultivation. Let's go. I promised your father that you wouldn't kill people in Dayan's borders, otherwise you would have surrounded me like this and died long ago. Long Wei said. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3870, Under the Abyss. There is still a lot of business to do in Bayawadiandi. The Great Flame Empire has a large number of spars and various resources, and they need these resources. So it is not a last resort, they will not be too stiff with the Great Flame Empire. Your father didn't know me to come, or he wouldn't send you. You go back and say to him that you are here, you have to leave, he won't blame you. Long Huishan said again. What do you call the girl? I have to tell my father who is it. The third prince really wanted to know Long Huishan's name. He still thought about how to be close to Long Huishan. After all, he is a woman of all kinds of flowers, and he is still Wang Shouwei, but he didn't dare to think that he knew that the other party was an emperor. Not to mention him, even Tianyan the Great did not dare to have this idea. You don't need to know my name, just go back and tell him what I'm wearing. I have dealt with him not long ago, he has an impression on me, he will understand as soon as you say it. Long Huishan finished, just take a leap and jump into the abyss of the next heaven. The three princes were also stunned. The woman actually fought against Tianyan Emperor. Is this the Emperor Xiao Shanglan? What's more, this dangerous abyss of heavenly demon, there is also the Dragon Soul Sword Soul of the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword, saying that if you jump, you can jump, and indeed only the talents of the Emperor Shouwei dare to go down. Let's withdraw. The three princes also worried about being affected, so they hurriedly fled from the place. After seeing the three princes away, Shen Shang rode 6 magic mirrors and flew towards the abyss of that day. The Devil Abyss appeared suddenly on this day, and those demonic creatures did not come out, and I do not know the reason. Generally speaking, after the appearance of the Sky Demon Abyss, a large number of evil spirits will crawl out one after another. What the ***** is that Dragon Soul Sword Soul? This Qinglong Slaughter Devil Sword is definitely not familiar to me, and has experienced many things. Shen Shang has already rode 6 magic mirrors deep into the abyss of Heavenly Demon. He is also worried that Long Huishan will be in danger. If there are 6 magic mirrors, even if he doesn't have enough strength, he can block one block by relying on the 6 magic mirrors. Shen Shang releases his powerful consciousness to perceive the remaining breath of Long Huishan, and then controls the 6 Dao mirrors to speed up and catch up. It is also difficult to fly in the abyss of heaven and earth. The power of restricting flight in this proud world is very strong, and I do not know how it was formed, why it is necessary to restrict flight. So when Long Huishan landed, she released a very powerful blood to protect herself from the raid when she fell. Along the way, Long Huishan still has her breath, which is a very pure and powerful ice dragon breath. Shen Shang also controlled the 6 magic mirrors to track and land, and he didn't feel the breath of other things along the way, indicating that Long Huishan was still safe. Soon, he finally came under the abyss. The Sky Demon Abyss is deep and deep, and after falling down, you can obviously feel that you have entered another space. It should be a space crack. Sky Demon Abyss is a space crack that appears on the ground. If such a space crack appears in the air, then demons can come over more easily. Shen Shang looked at both sides of the abyss and wanted to get out from here. It was still relatively difficult. Now he suddenly understood why there is a power to restrict flying, most likely to prevent evil demons from easily running out of the abyss. The bottom of the abyss is not black, but it is still very bright. The space walls on both sides have a white light pattern that can illuminate the abyss. Shen Shang put away the 6 magic mirrors and walked along the breath of Long Huishan. However, it didn't take long before I felt that Long Huishan in front suddenly ran back quickly. What's wrong? Is Huishan in danger? Shen Shang immediately became alert. Long Huishan's speed is very fast, rushed over almost instantaneously, and grabbed Shen Zhang's shirt, and then looked at him coldly. Who are you? Why did you follow me along the way? Long Wei shouted. Are you a magical ghost? Don't you think I look good? Can the demon become such a good-looking teenager? Shen Shang said with a hippie smile. It's because you are so beautiful, so I think you are a demon illusion. Long Huishan vigorously tore Shen Zhang's clothes with the other hand. Shen Shang was shocked, but she didn't expect to be gone for 100,000 years, so this sister Huishan became like this. What are you doing? Shen Shang screamed. I want to find out if you are a demon. The demon does not have Dao species. Long Huishan took out an instrument for detecting Dao species, like a disc, and pressed it on Shen Zhang's chest. There is no need to tear my clothes. You just want to see my body. Shen Shang grumbled. Yes, I just want to see, how can you take me? Long Huishan sneered like a female rogue. Small devil, you'd better be an individual, otherwise you will die miserably. Long Huishan began to detect Shen Zhang's Dao species. Shen Shang began to panic because his Dao species could not be detected, and he did not know what kind of Dao that day was. He had read many ancient books and had not found anything related to Tian Dao. Long Huishan squeezed Shen Zhang's delicate body while checking. What are you doing? Shen Shang couldn't understand. How did this sister Huishan become like this? I'm checking your body. The demon turns into an adult, but the evil spirit inside is hard to hide. Long Huishan said seriously. I suspect you are taking advantage of me, but I have no evidence. Shen Shang murmured softly. Yes, I'm taking advantage of you. If you don't agree, you will take it back. Long Huishan had just finished speaking, and her instruments for detecting Shen Shang Dao tremble. She looked at the disc and frowned. Strange, there are Dao, but I don't know what Dao. Shen Shang laughed inwardly. His heavenly kind was not something that could be checked out. But having said that, when Lin Yuya's father helped him to check, there was no such reaction. It seems that there are also 3, 6, or 9 inspection tools. I'm human, Shen Shang said with a curse. Let me go. You've eaten enough tofu. What kind of tofu do you have to eat? Long Huishan is now a head taller than Shen Shang, and she is very strong. Shen Shang is like a lamb in her hands. No way, Shen Shang is now 15 or 6 years old, and he doesn't know if he can continue to grow. After all, his body appears in a peculiar way, which was bred from a tree. If he can't grow up, then he has to bear the body of this little boy sometime. This is a great loss. Those bad women who see him as a handsome and unmatched young boy will definitely want to bully him. You tore my clothes, give it back to me. Shen Shang also deliberately teased Long Huishan. Do you think I have the right clothes for you? Long Huishan's cold and proud eyes were full of joking smiles. I don't care, if you ruin my clothes, you will give it back to me. Shen Shang regretted it. Long Huishan really took out a set of clothes, and it was also a red dress. Little brother, it's wrong for me to tear your clothes. I'll give it back to you now, and I will help you put it on. Long Huishan's face seemed to have a sinister and mischievous smile. Come, my sister will help you wear it. Go, a boy as pretty as you should wear beautiful clothes. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3871, Sister Long. I don't wear it, I don't wear it. You are a skirt, men can't wear it, Shen Shang shouted quickly. Who stipulates that men can't wear skirts? Long Huishan rushed to the end, and then helped Shen Shang very violently to put on this red dress. Shen Shang was stiffly put on this beautiful red dress, he was desperate at the moment, and his face was unrequited. The majesty of his proud ancestors was destroyed on this red skirt. Long Huishan giggled as he violently helped him put on, as if he was very happy. Shen Shang suddenly wondered, did Long Huishan remember him? Is he deliberately teasing him now? However, it doesn't look like it. He believes that Long Huishan's subconscious should think he is very familiar, and has always had the idea of bullying him. In the past, Long Huishan also bullied him from time to time. This time she put on women's clothing without saying anything, maybe she had this idea in her heart a long time ago. You have to change your hairstyle, and then apply makeup again. I will take you back to the world of flowers. No one will recognize you as a woman. Long Huishan smiled happily. I'm not going. Shen Shang struggled to take off his clothes. Why don't you go? Tell you, there is a river in Bayawadiandi, and the sisters often bathe in that river. Long Huishan smiled. I will take you back, do you want to go to that river? Shen Shang hesitated suddenly, he really wanted to go. I don't want to, he said seriously. I'm just a child, I'm very simple. Child, you are a bad guy at first sight. You lied just now, you must have been imagining what the river was like, and still thinking about how to destroy it in that river, right? Long Huishan squeezed gently Shen Zhang's waist giggled. Shen Shang was puzzled, Long Wei couldn't remember him. Why did she still look like a bad guy in her eyes? Long Huishan, Sister Long, don't make trouble. Shen Shang shouted suddenly, otherwise she would really be transformed into a girl by her. Long Huishan, who was making a prank, also stopped suddenly and was shocked. Now, Shen Shang can be sure that Long Huishan does not remember herself. Do you recognize me? Long Huishan surprised. My master is Xiao Shanglan. Shen Shang said seriously, if you don't believe it, you will contact her. Impossible, how could she accept a man as a disciple? Long Huishan didn't believe it. I'm just a boy, not a man. Shen Shang smiled. Sister Long, she told me a lot about you, are you from the Ice Dragon family? Long Huishan can say that there is no fame in the world, and no one knows her. Knowing that she belongs to the Binglong family, there are only people on the other side of Jushaoshindi, but they certainly will not say such things everywhere. Don't move, I will contact Sister Xiao. Long Huishan put Shen Zhang's wall on the wall and pressed Shen Shang with a long leg to prevent him from moving. Long Huishan took out the subpoena and went to contact Xiao Shanglan. Soon, Xiao Shanglan responded. Sister Xiao, I caught a weird little ghost in the Devil Abyss. I can't find out what kind of he is. His strength is also very weak, but he can safely reach the Devil Abyss. He knows me and says that he is your apprentice. Long Huishan directly confronted the summoning array. Sister Xiao, it's me. I'm Shen Shang. Sister Long bullied me, Shen Shang shouted immediately. Long Huishan glared at him, making him afraid to speak again. Oh, my little apprentice. I haven't seen you for a long time. Xiao Shanglan was also surprised when she heard Shen Zhang's voice. How did you go to that place? It's dangerous. Long Huishan was surprised, but Xiao Shanglan had no apprentice and was still a young boy. Wei Shan, he is my apprentice, don't embarrass him. Xiao Shanglan smiled and said, you didn't treat him like that. Nothing, just castrated him. Long Wei said. Ah, Xiao Shanglan screamed. Just kidding, but you seem to care about him. Long Huishan laughed. Sister Xiao, would you be interesting for this little boy? Humph, don't talk nonsense. Don't laugh at me. Xiao Shanglan naturally knew the feelings of Long Huishan and Shen Shang. Sister Xiao, he is your little apprentice, but he can't go to Bayawadiandi. I have helped him put on a Lingling red dress, which suits him well. Otherwise, I will dress him up and take him to Bayawadiandi, let the sisters play. Long Huishan said again. Sister Xiao, I'm so miserable. I was so ruined for a lifetime, save me quickly. Shen Shang wailed. Sister Huishan, you are so abominable. This kind of thing should make me come. Xiao Shanglan smiled non-stop. She also made up for the appearance of Shen Shang being forced into a red dress by the female Dragon King, which was really funny. Wei Shan, take good care of him. Don't let him know what happened. He is very important, Xiao Shanglan sternly told after he laughed. Got it, I will protect him. Anyway, this action is boring. With him by my side, I can have some fun. Long Huishan stared at Shen Zhang's handsome face and smiled. You little tour is really strange, why did he always want to bully him? This face is so pretty, but somehow, it just feels like bullying. Really, I think so too, Xiao Shonglin smiled and said. When we have a chance, we will bully him to play together. Sister Xiao, pay attention to safety. Although Qinglong Tumo Dao only has a blade, it is still very dangerous. Long Wei said. Sister Xiao, are you looking for the Blue Dragon Slayer? Shen Shang asked in surprise. Where? Why not wait for me? That knife will run, I'm chasing. Emperor Tianyan is chasing, rest assured, I will definitely get it. Xiao Shonglin said. Don't say it, I have to keep chasing it. Xiao Shonglin interrupted the conversation. Long Huishan also put Shen Shang down. Shen Shang looked disgusted and took off the red dress, then took out a black suit and put it on. However, he put away the skirt, because it was his righteous sister Shen Lingling. Why, have you put away your skirt? Do you think it feels good? Long Huishan grinned badly. Sister Long, can you take off your mask? Shen Shang asked. Long Huishan also wore a half mask to cover her nose and mouth. Why, want to see if I look beautiful? Long Huishan smiled and said, look, my sister will be blind to your dog's eyes. When she was finished, she took off her mask. Long Huishan is indeed very beautiful, especially her face with a special British spirit, which makes her even more domineering, a woman who is both strong and soft. 7 points like this, Shen Shang said. Is it a perfect score of 7? Long Huishan asked. Out of 100 points. Shen Shang spreads his hand. You still have a big gap from the full points. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3872, Abyssal Demon. What, I only have 7 points in your eyes? Long Huishan's face sank, and she narrowed her eyes full of threats, and she grinned slightly. Sister Xiao's little apprentice, I still have a few skirts, do you want to try them? Long Huishan's face was very close to Shen Shang, threatening Shen Shang, you better re-evaluate my appearance. Shen Shang saw Long Huishan approaching and couldn't help but kiss her face. Before, Long Huishan kissed his face. However, this dearest, Long Huishan seems to be exploding. You dare to kiss my face? I'm going to cut your mouth. This female dragon king was completely exploded. You just took advantage of me, you let me take it back. You are the female dragon king. No, you should be the female dragon emperor, how can you be against it? Shen Shang said calmly. Yes, your present beauty, at 98 points. Long Huishan touched his face and shouted angrily. Give me 100 points, you donati give me 100 points, there are good-looking ones for you. Yes, I will give you 102 points, and I'm not afraid of your pride. Shen Shang laughed and said, Sister Long, don't be angry, you are so beautiful, I can't help it. Long Huishan was still very angry just now, but he stared at Shen Zhang's face, and only felt a very familiar feeling. It seemed that there was such a person who had been laughing and joking with her all day long, and the two had very good feelings. Suddenly, she always felt that she had suddenly lost something. In this way, she stared at Shen Zhang's eyes and couldn't help but stretch out her hand to caress Shen Zhang's face. She just touched it, and immediately withdrew her hand. Ah! Long Huishan yelled softly. She just felt an electric shock just now, and her head hurt slightly. Shen Shang was secretly surprised. This is the same as Yan Zilan. Same as Zilan, Shen Shang whispered. What? Zilan also saw you? Long Huishan didn't believe in evil. After that, she directly reached over and pinched Shen Zhang's face. This time, she endured the strange electric shock pain and continued to pinch Shen Zhang's face, but the more she continued to feel the more pain. She had touched it on Shen Shang before, but she didn't have a headache. Why did it hurt her face? I've seen her, she is kind to me. Shen Shang said. Huh, did Sister Xiao cast a curse on you? She mastered many of these weird tricks. Long Huishan made another third attempt. She couldn't squeeze for a long time before she could only give up, because it really hurt. I don't believe in evil. This time, she actually kissed Shen Zhang's face. Well, first kissed it, but it immediately became a bite. What are you doing? Shen Shang exclaimed. Strangely, this time, Long Huishan did not have a headache. You kiss me, I'm going to bite you, the two of us are even. Long Huishan smiled, only feeling a lot balanced in her heart. Sister Long, are you really Emperor Shu Wei? Did you win Tianyan Emperor? Shen Shang asked. I can't beat him for the time being. But he can't beat me. Long Huishan took Shen Zhang's hand and began to look for the dragon's soul. Ah, you shouldn't be so weak. Shen Shang felt strange. According to Long Huishan's 100,000 years of cultivation practice, there was no problem in hanging up a rising star like Tianyan Emperor. No way, we are cursed, and our power is suppressed. Long Wei said. Otherwise, with the power of our flowers in the world, just send a young lady to go out, you will be able to abuse the emperor. Find your teeth. Shen Shangxin Long Huishan, just what is the curse of the world of flowers? You are Sister Xiao's little disciple, I told you so much. Don't talk nonsense, otherwise I'll bite your Xiao Jun face. Long Huishan looked back at Shen Shang. This made Shen Shang arrange secretly, because this Sister Long seemed to want to bite him, because he could not pinch his face, so Long Huishan could only bite him. I won't talk nonsense, I'm a tight-lipped person. Shen Shang finished, and asked again. I heard Sister Xiao said, there is a man named Long Shui in Bayawadiandi, is she your sister? She is a white dragon, please don't fight her idea, she is fierce, even fiercer than me. Long Huishan urged. She is very disgusted with men, how far you should meet her, otherwise she will break you up. Shen Shang thinks no, Long Shui has followed him for a long time, and his feelings for him are as deep as the sea. Even if he forgets him, he will certainly be very fond of him subconsciously. I look so beautiful, she won't beat me. Shen Shang said. Sister Long, I kissed your face just now, did you beat me, is it because I look good? Or do you like me? Because you are Sister Xiao's little disciple, I'm afraid I'll beat you up. Long Wei Shanjiao hummed. You are too narcissistic, right? Just like you, why'd I like you? I compare you are one head taller. They walked under the abyss, but they were quite casual. On the one hand, Long Huishan is very strong, on the other hand, Shen Shang is really not afraid at all. If he really encounters a very dangerous situation, he releases 6 magic mirrors, and then it is safe to hide inside. In a critical moment, he can enter the 6 god mirrors. Although he looks like a tortoise, he can save his life and control the flight of the 6 god mirrors. Shen Shang originally wanted to ask a little bit more about the situation of the woman in Bayawadiandi, but Long Huishan didn't tell him, and said that he shouldn't ask more, it was all a secret. It's almost night. It's dangerous, are you ready? Long Huishan took out a white long sword, like an ice sword, and a dragon sculpture. Did the demon creatures act at night? Shen Shang was under the abyss, and could not see whether the night had come. There are many glowing stripes on the 2 walls under the abyss, which can illuminate the surroundings brightly, so it will give people a very safe feeling. Don't rely on me too much. The evil spirits are not weak. If you come out with a strong guy, even me, you might not be able to beat it. What did Sister Xiao do? How did you let yourself run down? Long Huishan was puzzled. Xiao Shanglin didn't worry about Shen Shang at all, because she knew that Shen Shang had 6 magic mirrors, and that Shen Shang was there, and she could better receive the dragon soul. Shen Shang also felt something was wrong with the atmosphere, and immediately released his consciousness. His magnificence was magnificent, especially when he released it with all his strength, it was terrible, even Long Huishan was frightened. Little guy, you. Long Huishan was surprised. There are strong demons approaching, Sister Long, let's run. Shen Shang hurriedly said. Don't fight with them, even if you fight, you may not get any benefits. Long Huishan, with full of doubts, dragged Shen Shang forward. It's the dragon soul, just in front. We get it and leave. Shen Shang called. After he released his consciousness, he could clearly perceive the dragon soul. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3873, Soul of Dragon. Long Huishan immediately drove forward with Shen Shang, and she didn't feel the demon approaching until now. However, she believed what Shen Shang said. Because Shen Zhang's consciousness is very powerful, this strength of consciousness can indeed perceive the demon far away. Some demons hide very well. If they are not handled carefully, they may be attacked or even killed by a single blow. It is not unprecedented that the famous strong man was killed by sneak attack. The powerful demon is also very intelligent, and some can even be completely disguised as human beings approaching, and it is difficult to find without detecting the other's Dao species. So Long Huishan met Shen Shang before, the first thing was to test his Dao type, which shows that she has a lot of experience in facing demons. How is your consciousness so strong? How did you practice? Long Huishan was curious. In this era, it is difficult to cultivate a strong consciousness, even Long Huishan has only a little. This is my birth, Shen Shang said. Sister Long, you're serious, there are strong enemies behind. Long Huishan didn't perceive anything behind, but she chose to believe in Shen Shang, because this younger brother used to be hippie smiley, and now became very serious, which means that she really felt the danger behind. You are definitely Dragon Soul, how far is it from us? Long Huishan asked. It's about to be seen in less than half an hour. That Dragon Soul also seems to be dangerous. There may be something dangerous that traps the Dragon Soul. Shen Shang can only feel where the Dragon Soul is now. Direction, there is a very powerful force. I should be able to deal with it. Long Huishan is also at a loss now, because the Devil Abyss is different from what she encountered before. She has also been to the Devil Abyss many times and has encountered many dangers, but it has never been the same as this time. In the past, after she jumped into the abyss of Heavenly Demon, she could soon start fighting, and she knew exactly what kind of danger she was facing. But this time, she didn't even notice the demon. Heaven Demon Abyss, and the Dragon Soul of the Blue Dragon Slayer. This Dragon Soul is also destroyed by many demons and creatures, so the Sky Abyss suddenly appeared here. The danger faced by Long Huishan is unprecedented. Sister Dragon, what is the Dragon Soul? Shen Shang continuously released his consciousness to perceive, and suddenly the perception of the Dragon Soul became much clearer. It's not an ordinary Dragon Soul. I only know that it was a fusion of the souls of the gods. Long Huishan said. This legend has spread widely, but no one can confirm it. One long soul merged. Shen Shang was also shocked. I heard that the celestial dragon was sealed in the heavenly demon hell for many years, and was tortured by a large number of evil spirits for countless years. Later they were rescued, and in return for their gratitude, they turned into dragon souls and formed a very pure power. Long Wei said. It turned out to be like this. Shen Shang couldn't determine whether the legend was true, but what was certain was that this blue dragon slayer had once had a very powerful owner. As the Qinglong Tumo knife related to Bayawadiandi. Sister Dragon, why do you know there is a dragon soul? Shen Shang just wanted to quickly take the dragon soul away from the abyss. Even him, at this moment, was frightened by the atmosphere here. That kind of evil is really terrible. Of course it is, the dragon slayer's sword is made by us in all kinds of flowers. Of course, the reason why it became powerful is because it was later integrated into the Dragon Soul Sword Soul. Long Wei said, the Dragon Soul Sword Soul belongs to that person. That person, who is it? Shen Shang quickly asked. The Blue Dragon Slayer's sword was originally an ancestral weapon, a weapon used by the ancestral god. Our Bayawadiandi was later forged from a new one and handed over to the god of creation, letting him resist the frightening demons and spirits. He has succeeded many times. But in the end it missed. Long Huishan sighed. Shen Shang was surprised. The god of creation was actually doing this kind of thing. He thought the god of creation was no longer there. How did the god of creation become a person? Can you still use the Blue Dragon Slayer? Although there are many doubts in his mind, it is now certain that he was not sealed by the god of creation. What happened to god of creation? Shen Shang only hoped he was still there. I don't know, it fell into the time and space of Heavenly Demon, and may be sealed inside. In short, he throws out the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword at the end, saying that the real owner of the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword can only play this sword. Power. Long Huishan said here with a puzzled face, we still don't understand why there is a real owner of the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword. Why don't you understand? Shen Shang didn't know what demon space-time was that day. He suspected that after the birth of Aoshi Universe, he accidentally opened up a channel to connect to a demon space-time. The Blue Dragon Slayer's sword was created by us in a world of flowers, and the Dragon Soul Sword Soul was created by the god of Taoism. The real owner has other people, and this knife was later split by the Aoshi Temple, and then later, it went directly and gradually became a peerless weapon. Said Long Huishan. Sister Long, you might not believe it. The real owner of the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword is my younger brother. Said Shen Shang. Long Huishan squinted at him and said with a lip, you can really brag. If you are the master of the magic knife, I will warm you up every day. You are the blood dragon of the ice dragon, help me cold bed, when the weather is hot, holding you must be very cold. Shen Shang smiled. Dead boy, remember to order more dishes next time you drink, you won't get drunk like this. Long Huishan looked down with contempt. Just want to hold me to bed too. Drink too much, you. Quote. Shen Shang didn't go on talking because he also felt that no one except Xiao Shanglan would believe him. Unless he can really get the Blue Dragon Slayer's sword. To his surprise, the blue dragon slaughtering magic knife turned into a magic knife, or what kind of peerless weapon? Almost half an hour, Shen Zhang's estimated distance is accurate. Under this bright abyss is also very spacious, with a huge red dragon shadow floating in front of it. It looks like a dragon formed by blood mist, hovering like a giant mountain suspended in the air. This dragon exudes a black grief. It really is the dragon soul. Long Huishan shivered after seeing the dragon soul. Because this is so terrible, her soul trembled in front of this terrible dragon soul. Once filled with justice, the Holy Spirit and the Supreme Dragon Soul, it became so evil. Long Huishan's voice was trembling. After seeing the dragon soul, Shen Shang was shocked. Because he has a familiar atmosphere, it is very similar to killing Qilong, but not exactly. He can be sure that most of them kill the red dragon soul. The dragon soul is sealed, that is a very complicated seal. Under the dragon soul, there is an extremely huge array, with black blood flowing in the pattern, and around this huge dragon soul, there are many black giant pillars erected. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3874, Bat Dragon. This large array is very powerful. Long Huishan just glanced at it and knew that he could not break through the large array. Let's go. Long Huishan is about to leave. Come all here, Shen Shang said. Don't you take away the dragon soul. Sister Xiao originally just let me take a look at the situation. If you can take it away, if you can't withdraw it. Long Huishan said. That big formation, I can't do it at all. Even if Sister Xiao comes personally, she can't figure it out in a short time. Of course, Shen Shang knows that the big formation is very strong, but he has a way to take away the dragon soul, but since Long Huishan is going, he can only leave temporarily. Anyway, he has figured out where the dragon soul is now, and will come by himself later. The dragon soul is not evil, but is sealed by a very evil large formation, and the power of the demon is continuously injected into the dragon soul every time, so the dragon soul will become like this. What is certain is that dragon soul has long fallen into the hands of demons and has been eroded by demons for many years. The demon wants to make the dragon soul very evil, so even if the dragon soul returns to the blue dragon slaughter sword one day, it will have no effect on the demon. Just as Long Huishan was about to take Shen Shang away, the 108 giant black pillars surrounding the dragon soul suddenly shuddered. Not good. Long Huishan's face suddenly changed. The ancient demons in those pillars are all very powerful demons. Under this abyss of heaven and demons, there was originally another space. The dragon soul should be sealed by another group of demons. It was only found by the current demon spirit, so the space of the sky demon abyss was opened. On the one hand, it was to obtain the dragon soul, and on the other hand, it was to attract more human powerhouses and use them to sacrifice the dragon soul. It was the new demon who chased us just now. The strength should be weaker than me, but if they join forces, it is still very difficult to deal with. Long Huishan can now perceive the demon who chased them before. The new demon chasing us is not close, they are retreating, they are afraid of the ancient demon. Shen Shang said. Long Huishan nodded. There are 108 ancient demon spirits, and everyone is afraid of changing. Now she can only hold Shen Shang and sprint backwards. She can still open a road in the face of the new demons, but in the face of 108 ancient demons, even 10 of them not an opponent. Emperor Ice Dragon, I haven't seen you for a long time, but I didn't expect you to be alive. You were not hurt so badly in that battle, and I was able to survive my hard evil dragon venom. A huge black pillar exploded and a demon creature appeared like a fusion of lizard and bat. This is a dragon. Bat Demon Dragon Emperor. You group of fishes have nothing to end, trapped here like a dog to guard the dragon soul. Long Huishan sneered. The bat-like lizard dragon suddenly turned into a gritty man, and suddenly appeared before Long Huishan. Shen Shang didn't expect that Long Huishan had participated in a war, and almost died. He suddenly felt very distressed and angry. This is the ugly thing in front of him that hurt Long Huishan. You are still so beautiful. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon Gagaxi smiled and said, you can't run this time. We Bat Magic Dragon made a mistake and was dispatched here to guard the dragon soul for many years. I didn't expect it to pass so long, they even came to the door to enjoy our brothers. Suddenly, those giant pillars turned into huge bat dragons, and then turned into furry ugly people with wings. Long Hui's scalp suddenly felt numb, and it was difficult to deal with this kind of bat dragon, let alone this large group. Shen Shang, are you afraid of death? Long Huishan asked suddenly. Fear, Shen Shang said calmly. but these things in front of me are not enough to make me feel scared. It's true that Sister Xiao is a little apprentice, really there is a kind. Long Huishan smiled and said, when the situation is wrong, you remember to commit suicide, don't fall into their hands, these guys, but men and women eat all. Quote. Shen Shang only felt a nausea, and wished to immediately purify the bats and dragons in front of him. At this time, he secretly released a powerful consciousness to establish a sense with the Supreme Dragon Soul. Soon, he will have a very strong perception, and he can clearly perceive that Supreme Dragon Soul listens to him very much, and it can be said that he completely surrenders to him. Sure enough, there is a part of killing the Red Dragon, no matter what. We are now reunited in a new way. We are fighting side by side again. Shen Shang thought, he could communicate with Supreme Dragon Soul. The eyes of Supreme Dragon Soul just flickered, as if responding to Shen Shang. Those bats and dragons are now out of the big formation, causing the seal to weaken a lot, which makes Shen Shang more happy, otherwise he will have to work harder to take away the Supreme Dragon Soul. Long Huishan thinks she is dead, and she is also very calm. Over the years, she has experienced many wars, many times, she is on the verge of life and death. But before, she had hoped to overcome the survival, but this time she could not see a little hope. She did not know why she was so calm, facing such a desperate situation, but she was not afraid at all. She looked at the handsome little boy beside her, and she always felt that she was not afraid because of him. Somehow, she felt an inexplicable sorrow in her heart, and wanted to protect this little boy, not wanting to lose him again. Long Huishan didn't care about the danger in front of her now, but her mood was very complicated. She didn't know what, why, and suddenly she had such unprecedented emotions. Shen Shang is thinking about how to break the game better. I will try my best to haunt them and wait for you to leave. You must live and let Sister Xiao know what is happening here. Long Huishan suddenly determined that she could die, but the little boy next to him could not die. She wanted to do her utmost to protect this little boy, she didn't know why, but she felt that if he died, she would be sad and sad. We don't have to die. Shen Shang laughed. Sister Long, how about we make a bet? If we can all survive, you touch me your face. If you really survive, don't say touch your face. Long Huishan didn't say anything, because now is not the time to play around. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon smiled and said, Emperor Binglong, is this little man your pet? You have to say that the little pet you are looking for is really Peugeot. I have never seen such a good-looking man. I really want to get him right away. Shen Shang swears that he must kill the Bat Monster Dragon Emperor in front of him, because it is disgusting to him. Don't you want to touch him? Long Huishan felt disgusted at the moment, thinking that the ugly demon in front of her was going to destroy Shen Shang, and she was extremely angry. At this moment, Shen Shang took out a mirror, 6 magic mirrors. And Long Huishan's attention was in the group of bats and dragons in front, and did not see the mirror. The group of bat dragons saw it, but didn't care. After all, no one would think that the extremely fierce Ao Shi ancestor of the Ao universe will be in the hands of a young boy, and there is no evil spirit at all. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3875, Under Seal. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon has a pair of very cruel black claws. The tips of the claws are like sharp hooks. If they are caught, they will be caught with bones and bones. I'm not besieging you, let's fight one. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon said with a smile. This time, I will be ruthlessly ruining you. You were cruel to me, I want to give back 10 times now. Shen Shang is very clear, even if Long Huishan wins the opponent, the result is the same. There are many powerful bats and dragons here, they will not let Long Huishan pass. And Long Huishan couldn't escape, not only to face the bat dragon, but also the hidden new generation of demons. Are you going to play against me? Well, I can't live anyway today, then I'll pull you back. The ice sword in Long Huishan's hand was suddenly cold, and she burst into a powerful dragon air all over her body. However, when her whole body was running, she suddenly felt itching in her body. Soon, the kind of itchy bones spread all over the body, like meat and skin with many tiny insects biting. It doesn't hurt at all, it's very itchy. The most terrifying thing is that the whole head is the same. You use poison. Long Huishan shouted angrily, now she can only calmly suppress that terrible toxin. This poison is not fatal, it can be said that she will not be seriously injured, but it is enough to make her lose her fighting power. Maybe a few days later, the poison will disperse on its own, but at this critical moment, it is very fatal for Long Huishan. Ha ha ha, do you still want to pull me back? Emperor Bat Magic Dragon laughed wildly, and the little brothers behind him also laughed wildly. Hundreds of bats and dragons could not hear the grudging laughter at the same time, and after hearing it, it was all so creepy. Long Huishan can only bear it now, madly urge the blood of the whole body, and use the violent dragon blood to expel that itch. However, the more she did this, the more itchy. I haven't practiced for many years, but I have evolved my own poison wholeheartedly. A magic dragon of my level, doing the same thing for so many years, is to wait for this day. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon smiled. My poison is colorless and tasteless, and it has a strong penetrating power. You treasures have never seen this poison, and you can't defend it naturally. After all, Long Huishan didn't know about poisons. In the face of this terrible and strange poison, it was inevitable that she would take a lot of pill to eat, but it was useless. Long Wei was so sweaty that she looked at the handsome little boy beside her, and her heart was inexplicably sad. However, Shen Shang was calm, and she also saw a six-sided mirror in Shen Zhang's hand. The hexagonal mirror is pale white. Although it looks worn, it is quite familiar to Long Huishan's eyes. Long Huishan was shocked, and she felt terrified in her heart. Because it is very similar to the 6 magic mirrors she has seen. But the 6 magic mirrors she had seen were all blood red, and the evil spirits exuded were terrible. The white mirror in front of me is not red, there is no evil at all, or else it is her, even the Bat Devil Dragon Emperor may be scared to run away. Sister Long, I have 6 magic mirrors in my hand. I will wait for the 6 magic mirrors to become larger, and then we will sit up and fly to the large formation where the dragon soul is. The large formation that seals the dragon soul will not go in and out. As long as we go in, we will be temporarily safe. Long Huishan was terrified in his heart. This is really 6 magic mirrors. Of course, she knew that the 6 magical mirrors were once the proud ancestors, but later somehow it turned into an evil weapon. Anyone who gets this weapon can get strong power in a short time, but then will be killed by the weapon. After many years later, the 6 magic mirrors were finally sealed, except for Huang Jintian in the Aoshi temple. Not long ago, there was news that the 6 god mirrors appeared in Aoshi Tnd, but did not expect it to be true. Long Huishan couldn't figure out why the 6 magic mirrors would be obtained by a teenager. Just when she was shocked, the 6 magic mirrors suddenly shone with white light, emitting a pure white light. This white glow shone on them, making them feel very uncomfortable, and their eyes could not be opened, as if they were to be blinded. Long Huishan immediately jumped into the 6 magic mirrors. Shen Shang controls the 6 god mirrors to fly forward. In just a few moments, the 6 magic mirrors rushed into the large formation where the dragon soul was. After entering, Shen Shang immediately put away the 6 magic mirrors. Those bats and dragons didn't even know that they were 6 magic mirrors. They might have heard of them, but they had never seen them. And in their memory, the 6 magic mirrors were the murder weapon and could not be obtained by a teenager. Now, Shen Shang and Long Huishan are in the big formation where Dragon Soul is. The Dragon Soul was originally made of red light, and it also exudes a strong black spirit, but the red light on the body is gradually changing. There is a burst of blue light in the Dragon Soul to devour the red light. Dragon Soul is transforming. After they returned to God, they saw Shen Shang and Long Huishan in the big formation. How did they get in? For all these years, Emperor Bat Magic Dragon has not tried to go in, but has never succeeded. He has been coveting the Dragon Soul for many years and wants to devour the Dragon Soul or absorb the energy of the Dragon Soul to practice, but he has never been able to get past that big formation. Long Huishan is still shocked. She really did not expect that at the most critical time, a little boy saved her. She suddenly understood why Xiao Shanglin asked her to bring a young boy to such a dangerous place, because at a critical time, she can be saved. Dead boy, you are so powerful. Long Huishan pinched Shen Zhang's face, and his head hurt again. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon brought a group of men and could only immediately return to the seal enchantment. Damn the devil, what the **** is going on? He didn't get poisoned. Emperor Bat Malong gritted his teeth and looked at Shen Shang. A little boy could resist the poison that he had painstakingly evolved in 20,000 years, which made Emperor Bat Malong feel that he had lived on the dog for 20,000 years. Across a layer of enchantment, Bat Demon Dragon Emperor could not take Shen Shang and Long Huishan at all. I'm not just not afraid of your poison, I can also solve your poison. Shen Shang smiled and said, you are good, I will start. Shen Shang first took out a very comfortable chair for Long Huishan to sit down, and then put her hands on Long Huishan's cheek. In fact, he just wanted to touch Long Huishan's face. Long Huishan remembered the bet that Shen Shang had said before, saying that as long as they survived, they would touch his face. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3876, Purified Dragon Soul. Long Huishan stared at Shen Zhang's smiling eyes, and suddenly wanted to bite his little face. Shen Shang rubbed Long Huishan's beautiful face, while injecting his own consciousness, began to help her detoxify. Without his reminding, Long Huishan can run the dragon blood gas in the body and cooperate with Shen Shang to quickly expel the toxins from the body. There was a burst of red mist in Long Huishan's palms, and it was all poisonous gas sent out. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon shouted loudly at Shen Shang, I'm going to rip you off, I want to take out all the bones on your body and smash it. Originally, he was able to ravage Long Huishan immediately, but he didn't expect that Shen Shang, a young boy, would suddenly make a move and make Long Huishan temporarily safe. You can't run away. Sooner or later in the seal will die, the dragon soul will devour you, ha ha ha. Bat Emperor Dragon Emperor laughed. It's better than dying in your hands. Long Huishan laughed with a smile. Bat Demon Dragon Emperor, you'd better get out immediately, or you will die. After her poison was resolved, she released a jade hut from the magic weapon, the same as Yan Zilin's. After releasing it, she took Shen Shang in. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon looked very hot, and then smiled and said, Dang Tang Binglong Emperor, was alone with a young boy, really old cow eating tender grass, do you know if you are ashamed? Long Huishan was in the house, smiling at Shen Shang and said, Little brother, my old cow wants to eat you, you are not afraid. Sister Long, don't underestimate me. Don't forget who saved you. Shen Shang sat on Long Huishan's bed and smiled, come on, warm me up. Why do you have 6 magic mirrors? Long Huishan asked directly. Shen Shang is an apprentice of Xiao Shanglin, so of course she trusts this little apprentice. She did not understand why Xiao Shanglin would accept such a small apprentice. Now, it seems that not only is her consciousness very powerful, but also many secrets. I said, I am the real owner of the Blue Dragon Slayer. All the ancestral ancestors are mine. Shen Shang finished and took out 6 magic mirrors. The mirror image of Lu Dao Shen is like an elf, floating beside Shen Shang, and also floating in front of Long Huishan. Long Huishan could see his beautiful face through this mirror. The 6 god mirrors make me look more beautiful. Long Huishan stared at herself in the mirror and could not help touching her face. I will break this seal, and then let Dragon Soul kill the bats and dragons, and the demon who follow us. Shen Shang said. Can you do it by yourself? Long Huishan suddenly felt that she was useless. She has gone through many wars, killing countless enemies every time, but now she feels like a waste wood. Yes, I originally planned to come again. Since this happens now, I will take the dragon soul by the way. Shen Shang said. Who the **** are you? Long Huishan stared at Shen Shang, and couldn't help but want to touch his face, but she immediately resisted the urge. Shen Shang hurriedly got up from the bed, and then stayed away from Long Huishan. He was afraid that the Ice Dragon Empress would bite his face. Shen Shang is full of confidence in taking away the dragon soul. What about now? Long Huishan didn't know what to do, because this was not her specialty at all. She is best at fighting. But in the face of the group of bats and dragons, even if she could play wild and useless, she could not fight at all. I have consumed a lot of consciousness, I am very tired, I want to sleep, help me warm the bed. Shen Shang said. Oh, I have to take a bath, do you have a place to wash it? Long Huishan said with a curse. Okay, who helped you save me, then I will be your maid now. You are not my maidservant, you are my beautiful and noble dragon sister. Shen Shang smiled. I am really tired. Long Huishan immediately went to help him prepare hot water. In her hut, everything was complete and there was a big bath. Go wash it, Long Huishan urged. It will come to me after washing. That **** bat poison, I want to wash it clean. No need to be so troublesome, let's wash together. Shen Shang has gone into the water. Yes, but I remind you that if I go down, it will become an ice cellar. Long Huishan really wants to take off her armor. Then you don't come down. Shen Shang hurriedly shouted, he can't resist Long Huishan's ice now. Unless he uses the blue dragon fire or the Suzaku fire to burn, but it is very laborious, he is really tired now. Shen Shang soaked in the water, closed her eyes comfortably, and couldn't help recalling the beautiful and charming couple of Xinxiangyu, Hua Shangyu and Dongfang Xinyu. There are also Yang Shangyan and many others who have accompanied him for a long time. Long Huishan looked at Shen Shang beside her. In fact, she did not dare to stay away from Shen Shang, fearing that he would be in danger. When she saw Shen Zhang's mouth rising, she hummed, "Dead boy, how is he looking bad, what is she thinking?" "I'm thinking about you, Sister Long." Shen Shang smiled. "You are too weak, I am thinking how to help you become stronger." "Can you help me become stronger?" "Stop bragging, if you can help me become stronger, I." Long Huishan didn't go on. The little boy in front of him had 6 magic mirrors, and saved her just now. "Well, how can you help me? I will do my best to cooperate with you, as long as you can do it, I will be your follower in the future." Long Wei said. She also knew that she had many shortcomings, such as being poisoned just now. "You will always be my dragon sister, and I will help you without asking for return." Shen Shang chuckled beside the bath and said with a smile, "I only hope that Sister Dragon will be stronger in the face of strong enemies in the future and no longer be hurt." Quote. Looking at the sincere smile on Shen Zhang's face, Long Huishan felt very warm in her heart. She couldn't help but walk past, her eyes gradually blurred. "Why, are we familiar? Why can't you touch your face?" Long Huishan knew that her head would hurt, but she couldn't help but touch a few times. Everyone said, "You are my dragon sister." Shen Shang was very serious and smiled slightly. "As long as the people around Sister Xiao, I have to protect and help, there is no reason, because Sister Xiao saved me." It turns out this way. Sister Xiao saved the entire Bayawadiandi from the beginning. Long Huishan smiled. "Since you are so good to me, then I will quietly take you back to Bayawadiandi, let the sisters love you." Quote. "I won't go," Shen Shang whispered, because Long Huishan must let him wear women's clothing. After Shen Shang entered the seal, the dragon soul gradually turned into blue, full of power like a green dragon, and the details of scales and body gradually enriched. This dragon soul looks stronger than before, and the bat dragon outside is secretly fearful inside. "Don't be afraid, the dragon soul can't come out." The Emperor Bat Demon appeased his subordinates. Although he was afraid, he believed the seal very much. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3877, Tiger Demon. The Emperor Bat Magic Dragon, they have been arranged to guard this seal for many years, and have also tried to break this seal, so for many years, how strong this seal is, he feels very deeply. Although he did not know how Shen Shang and Long Huishan ran in his view, such a powerful dragon soul could not be broken through for many years by the seal, then Shen Shang and Long Huishan would definitely not be able to get out. Shen Shang was resting in bed, he was really tired, and now he slept soundly. Long Huishan had intended to accompany Shen Shang in the room, but as soon as she saw Shen Zhang's handsome face, she couldn't help but want to pinch. When her hand touched Shen Zhang's face, she would have a headache, so she could only get out of the room and go outside. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon saw Long Huishan coming out and grinned. "Emperor Ice Dragon, what are you doing with that little devil?" Long Huishan just stared fiercely at Bat Demon Dragon Emperor. She really hoped that Shen Shang would have a way to get rid of this disgusting thing. "Relax, we won't die in your hands even if we die." Long Huishan is calm now, at least not in the hands of this group of bats and dragons. The thing that made her care more now is Shen Shang. Shen Shang has 6 magic mirrors in his hand. Although he can control it now, there is no evil spirit. But the 6 magic mirrors are peerless weapons and have been deeply ingrained in many people's cognition. If anyone knows that he can control the 6 magic mirrors, he will definitely be regarded as a peerless chase. So she couldn't say anything about this matter. Even to Xiao Shanglan, she didn't intend to say more. She guessed that Xiao Shanglan should also know, but this kind of thing should be avoided as much as possible because the wall has ears. There is also the dragon soul. Shen Shang said before that he could take away the soul of the dragon, and he still had to take the blue dragon slayer's magic knife, even 6 magic mirrors, and another peerless magic knife. Once spread, Shen Shang might be the emperor of multiple worlds. Siege. Long Huishan remembered what Xiao Shanglan said before, that she was chasing the Qinglong Tumo Dao, most likely it was just for Shen Shang. Xiao Shanglan trusted her very much, but Shen Shang, whom Xiao Shanglan knew, was extremely mysterious. On this point, Xiao Shanglan never mentioned it. Is Sister Xiao just knowing this little ghost? Or, this little ghost is a teenager on the surface, in fact this is not his true look. Is this the little love of Sister Xiao? Long Huishan couldn't help thinking. Get up, Sister Xiao's little lover is too ardent, actually all sorts of tease me. No, he has seen Zilan before. Did she ever touch Zilan? Is this a dead boy Xiao Zhaolin's lover? Is he really the elder Sister Xiao's apprentice? Long Huishan looked at the Jade House and really wanted to ask a question in the past. Suddenly, the group of bat dragons made a commotion. Because a few new demons are here. The demon of the new generation can become exactly the same as human beings, and it is difficult to find it without checking the Dao species. And ancient demon spirits, like this group of bats and dragons, they cannot become humans. The most powerful thing about the new demons is that even the ancient demons cannot recognize them. So the group of bats and dragons are all gathered at this moment. Dear seniors, we are all of the same kind. The new demon, headed by a gentle, middle-aged man, is dressed in a neat white dress with a hearty smile. Same kind. Who is the same kind as you? Said Bat Emperor Dragon Emperor, about to attack. However, his hand was just stretched out, and the middle-aged man's arm suddenly expanded and became a huge tiger arm. The golden tiger claw caught the bat-like claws of the Bat Magic Dragon Emperor. The scary thing is that the blood of the demon in the middle-aged tiger demon spirit is stronger than the Bat Demon Dragon Emperor. You, Emperor Bat Magic Dragon was shocked and quickly closed his hands. Many Bat Magic Dragons exclaimed. They haven't left this place for a long time, and naturally don't know what is going on outside. Times have changed. The middle-aged tiger demon smiled and smiled. Seniors, you have been trapped here for too long, and naturally you don't know how big the changes are outside. This group of bats and dragons are really shocked, because this group of people looks exactly like humans. If it were not for the tigers and spirits to expose themselves, they couldn't believe it, and the demons could become like this. For evil spirits, this is naturally a good thing. It becomes more convenient to act as a human being and to be mixed with human beings, otherwise they will be restricted everywhere. Long Huishan's face is gradually dignified, because the tiger demon spirit is very strong, and it is most likely to be the devil emperor of the other devil abyss. Among the 10 heavens and the earth, there are heavenly abysses, and some heavens and earth have more heavenly abysses. Generally speaking, there is a demon emperor in each heavenly abyss. The demon abyss in the Wangsing mountain range has just appeared, and it is still the ancient demon abyss. The devil emperor is the Bat Demon Dragon Emperor. Since it is of the same kind, then you should understand the rules. Although I am in this demon abyss, this is not my territory. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon just now knows that the opponent is not weak. If he fights, he may not lose, but he does not want to fight. Senior, you are the Emperor Bat Demon Dragon, who is famous in the top 10 worlds. I have heard of your prestige since I was a child. Tiger Mo Ling smiled. Humph, Emperor Bat Magic Dragon snorted. Of course he knew that the other party was flattering him. He was unhappy on the surface, but his heart was dark. If you have any farts, let it go. Said Bat Emperor Dragon Emperor. Don't do so many routines. If my senior allows me, I can immediately enter the enchantment and take down the Ice Dragon Empress to you. Tiger Demon Spirit Road said. And then, Emperor Bat Magic Dragon said coldly, what conditions do you want to exchange with me? I want the dragon soul. Said the Tiger Demon Spirit. Although I am also an emperor of the abyss, I also have a boss. Just like the senior, there is a boss behind you, right? The Emperor Bat Demon really does exist, and he is also arranged to guard the dragon soul here for many years. Now, it is because of some situations in the dragon soul that this demon abyss will only appear. Since you know, what do you say so much? It is indeed my boss who let me guard the dragon soul. I will give you the dragon soul. My boss will definitely kill me. Bat Emperor Dragon Emperor scolded. You want to hurt, can't I die? Senior, just change your boss. My boss must be stronger than your boss. And, my boss can make you like us, become real humans. Tiger Mo Ling smiled. Senior, you are here, did you have a bad time? It is impossible for Bat Demon Dragon Emperor to be unmoved, but he still has great concerns, because he is not sure how strong the Tiger Demon boss is. Not just seniors. The Tiger Demon glanced at the other bats and dragons, and said, your men can trust my boss and will give you the best treatment. Long Huishan was anxiously anxious. If it was really negotiated and the Tiger Demon spirit came in, it would be another fierce battle. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3878, Heavenly Legend. Shen Shang did not know the situation outside, and Long Huishan was not in a hurry to tell Shen Shang. Long Huishan knows that Shen Zhang's consciousness is very strong, but his cultivation base is still too low. If he consumes it for a long time, he will definitely be tired and need plenty of rest. She hopes that Shen Shang can get enough rest, only in this way can he collect the dragon soul. In her view, if you want to tame the dragon soul, you need strong consciousness. She took out the subpoena and tried several times to contact Xiao Xionglan, but all failed. After entering the depths of the devil abyss, it is equivalent to entering a space. She met Shen Shang just before she came down. She was still able to contact Xiao Xionglan, but she couldn't do it after seeing Dragon Soul. The tiger demon spirit is still talking to the bat demon dragon emperor. Long Huishan clenched the sword in her hand, and she was not sure of defeating these two imperial demon spirits. Not to mention the tiger demon spirit, the poison of the bat demon dragon emperor is terrible. If Shen Shang had not rescued her and detoxified, she would have died now. Reassuring Long Huishan is that although Shen Zhang's cultivation base is very low, his ability to escape is first-rate. If it was really critical, she would be willing to sacrifice herself and let Shen Shang leave alive. She would rather die by herself than watch Shen Shang die. Although she had just met him, she owed him a life. I follow your boss, can he guarantee our safety? Also, we all have curses in our bodies, and we can't worship another boss. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon asked. He could see that he wanted to trust the past, but there are many restrictions. I said before, the times have changed. The curse in your body can easily be smoothed. What we are popular now is the soul contract, which is much more powerful than the curse. Hu Moling smiled and said, despite your peace of mind, my boss will definitely protect you. That's it. But you must leave the Ice Dragon Empress to me, it is best not to hurt her. I really can't bear to die this beauty too fast, ha ha ha. Bat Magic Dragon Emperor laughed wildly. He really has no way to take Long Huishan. If he continues to consume, Long Huishan will only be killed by the dragon soul at most, then he can't take revenge on Long Huishan. The tiger demon nodded and smiled. Senior, you can just look outside. It's easy to take her down. This group of bats and dragons are a little unbelieving, but when they see the tiger demon spirit so confident, they are suspicious. They all know that Long Huishan, the Ice Dragon Empress, is still very strong, but at the beginning, the Bat Magic Dragon Emperor suffered a big loss. The tiger demon spirit walked towards Long Huishan. Long Huishan was still in the enchantment, and she held the Ice Dragon sword tightly in her hand, and she couldn't help getting nervous. Ice Dragon Empress, I know you are very strange to me, but you must be very familiar with my boss. The tiger demon spirit took out a large ball from the storage magic weapon. This round bead is half a person tall, suspended in front of the tiger demon spirit, with many dimples inside. It looks full of mysteries, giving a very mysterious and powerful feeling. Who is your boss? Long Huishan asked coldly. One of the 5 great gods. A smile appeared on the corner of Tiger Moling's mouth. Long Wei was shocked with his face, one of the 5 heavenly respects. Impossible. The Supreme Tianzun, how could it be with you? Long Huishan did not say anything here. This world is not as simple as you think it is, and the 5 heavenly deities are not as justice as you think. Hu Moling smiled and said, did you see this thing in front of me? Not only can you take me into the seal, but also charge Dragon Soul. Long Huishan only felt that his worldview collapsed, because one of the 5 legendary gods in the legend actually had a demon under his hands. The appearance of the heavenly abyss and why the evil spirits are all over the world, these things have always been a mystery. But for many years, every time the evil demon was about to destroy the 10 worlds, several mysterious strongmen would jump out and repel the evil demon. They were called Tianzun. In order to thank these heavenly venerables, many forces in the 10 great heavens and earth respect them and will often pay tribute to them. The big bead in front of the tiger demon spirit gradually moved forward, and had already touched the enchantment created by the seal. After being touched by this big bead, the transparent enchantment burst into a burst of electric ons, which also produced strong resistance. Seeing this, the Emperor Bat Magic Dragon was surprised. This seal is about to be squeezed. Of course, they were even more surprised. Long Huishan and the little boy rushed in before, and that means is the most brilliant. Shen Shang was able to go in, mainly because there were a lot of mantras and other things inside the 6 god mirrors, which could easily break various seals or something. Long Huishan sweated in the palm of her hand, but she still tried her best to stab the big bead. Boom! Long Huishan was even bounced back, the bead had nothing at all. As the God-given thing, can you destroy it? The tiger demon spirit smiled proudly. Emperor Ice Dragon, you can capture it. Long Huishan immediately rushed to the Jade House. Shenshang is still inside, she wants to protect Shenshang. However, Shenshang didn't need her protection at all. Shenshang has woken up. Although he is very tired, he can keep awake. He is really worried about Long Huishan. The tiger demon came in with the bead, and the mouth of the seal enchantment slowly closed. The beads levitated in midair and slowly flew towards the Jade House. In the eyes of the tiger demon spirit, in the eyes of the bat demon dragon emperor, Long Huishan is already the meat of the mouth. Aren't you afraid of the people in the 10 worlds? Do you all know that Tianzun is doing evil? Long Huishan said angrily. Of course I am not afraid, because no one will say it at all. Hu Moling laughed. The boss of the bat demon dragon emperor is actually a Tianzun, but the Tianzun is now injured and his strength is weak. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon only smiled, which is why he is willing to worship the boss of the tiger demon spirit, because that is a stronger Tianzun. Long Huishan gritted her teeth, and she suddenly suspected that these demon creatures in the 10 troubled worlds were most likely released by those heavenly venerables. The reason for this is also very simple. Only a few Tianzun can transcend the Taoist realm. They worry that there are too many people with the same strength in the 10 worlds, so they secretly use various methods to suppress. Shenshang thinks that things are not so simple. How can it be so easy to suppress so many creatures in the top 10 worlds? It is very likely that there are 5 powerful interest groups behind the 5 Tianzun. I will definitely be able to go out alive. Long Huishan said coldly. And, I will kill you. No, you all have to die. You're all done, still scary here. Hu Moling laughed and said. In fact, even if you go out alive, no one will believe you. You dare to defile Tianzun, you will die miserably. With that said, he controlled the bead rushing towards Long Huishan. Beads are very good, thank you for giving them to me. In the room of Shen Zhang's speech, a window of the Jade House suddenly opened, emitting a beam of light towards the beads. The beads gradually became smaller, and then flew to the window, entered the room, and was taken in by the 6 magic mirrors. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3879, Shocked Dragon Soul. The tiger demon spirit was still invincible in the world just now, and now he watched that powerful bead was taken away, and his expression was as ugly as eating shit. He relied on this bead to enter the seal. He had to rely on this bead to go out. The most terrible thing was that this bead was also the only way to take away the dragon soul. He really didn't expect why this bead would fly away inexplicably. This is his most powerful reliance. In this seal, the tiger demon can only fight alone with Long Huishan. Long Huishan would shoot in Shenshang, but he didn't expect to steal the life-saver of others directly. She suddenly felt that Shenshang was more handsome, always poking at the most terrible part of the enemy at the most critical time. Long Huishan sneered with a smug look, the demon-like expression of Tiger Mo Ling, but made her all over her body very comfortable, and wished to kiss Shen Zhang's face immediately. Don't be complacent. If I were desperate, neither of you would be better. The tiger demon spirit calmed himself and laughed a few times. Do you think you can defeat me by taking away the treasures that Heavenly Lord has bestowed? You are wrong, my own strength is very strong. Sister Long, I'll leave the rest to you. I won't do anything about fighting. Shen Zhang's voice came from the house. Relax, I still have no problem with this sick cat. Long Huishan has rushed past. The tiger demon spirit scolded a few words in his heart, and now he can only fight hard with Long Huishan. You know, there are bats, dragons, and emperors. They watched, and the few men brought by the tiger and the demon brought him not only to help him, but also to monitor him, so as not to mess up. If the tiger demon does not defeat Long Huishan, then he is finished today. He is a devil emperor of the abyss. Although he is not famous, as long as he completes this task and is appreciated by Tianzun, he will soon become famous. Long Huishan started to practice Dragon Dao, her ice dragon blood pressure put great pressure on the tiger demon spirit. The battle within the seal was very fierce, and Long Huishan was also very concerned, because Shenshang was still resting in that room. The tiger demon is very cunning, staring at the house all the time, trying to sneak attack Shenshang. Shenshang in the house, he is using 6 magic mirrors to erase the consciousness inside the bead. This bead is a good magic weapon. These Tianzun are quite capable, and can come up with this kind of thing. Shen Shang studied. He is not proficient in magic weapons, but it is not difficult to control this orb. Soon, Shen Shang erased the consciousness inside the orb, which was his. The strength of the tiger demon is not weak, and Long Huishan has been poisoned just a short time ago. It is still difficult to face this tiger demon spirit. Just when tiger demon and Long Huishan fought fiercely, Shen Shang suddenly controlled Baoju to fly out and rushed towards tiger demon with extremely fast speed. The tiger demon was shocked. He wanted to attack the orb, but he was worried about damage. After all, it was given by Tianzun. He also had to return it to Tianzun, and he also had to use the orb to take away the dragon soul. Just as he hesitated, his body flew out by the impact of orb. He has the same strength as Long Huishan, but because of this negligence, he was stabbed dozens of swords by Long Huishan in a flash. After the tiger demon was seriously injured, Long Huishan did not let him go, and continued the fierce attack. 3 or 2 times, he cut off the tiger demon's head and then unloaded his body. Emperor Bat Demon Dragon has numbness in his scalp, because the strength of tiger demon spirit is comparable to him, but he just died in front of him. The few men brought by the tiger demon wanted to run, but was stopped by the group of bats and dragons. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon doesn't want to spread the news about this place, because he wants to smooth out this kind of change, or he will definitely feel good after his boss knows it. Let you pretend. Long Huishan stepped on the tiger demon's head and snorted. When the tiger demon entered the seal before, it was admired by the group of bats and dragons, but it was not long before he was cut off. The orb also returned to Shen Shang, and the Emperor Bat Magic Dragon suddenly secretly worried about it, because he could see that the orb had been controlled. The dragon soul was originally blood red, but now the interior has turned to blue, and there is also a golden glow gushed out. The original dragon soul was full of violent demons, but now it has been purified a little bit. Long Huishan packed up the body of the tiger demon spirit. After all, it is a powerful demon spirit, and the bones are still very useful. She returned to the jade house and saw that Shen Shang was playing with the orb. "Aren't you resting?" Long Huishan asked. "Yeah, the rest is almost over." Shen Shang smiled. "This orb is very magical and can help me recover quickly. When will we be able to leave?" Long Huishan was worried about the return of Tianzun. There is Tianzun behind the tiger demon spirit, and there are also behind the bat demon dragon emperor. Dragon soul is almost self-purifying. I just need to unlock the seal, and the rest will be left to dragon soul and you. Shen Shang walked out of the jade house, and then walked around in the seal, holding 6 divine mirrors in his hand. The light radiated by the mirror surface of the 6 Taoist mirrors can destroy the key to this seal and allow him to break the seal quickly. Bat Emperor Dragon Emperor can also see that the dragon soul has undergone a very strange transformation and seems to be gradually purifying itself. But he still believes that even if the dragon soul purification is successful, he will not be able to leave this seal in the end. This seal was laid down by several Tianzun, and no one could unlock it. Ice Dragon Emperor, I have reported to Heavenly Venerable. You have time to run now, otherwise, when Heavenly Venerable arrives, you will die without doubt and will be used to sacrifice to the dragon soul. Bat Demon Dragon Emperor said. You're lying to me. If you have something, tell Tianzun to see if you are dying fast or we are dying fast. Long Huishan mocked. A dog like you has made such a big mistake, sure will be killed by the owner on the spot. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon shuddered. Although he was an Abyss Demon Emperor, in Tianzun's eyes it looked like a dog. Then I'll gamble. Emperor Bat Magic Dragon took out a big communication line and grinned. Even if I die, I will take you to be buried. As soon as he finished speaking, Shen Shang controlled the orb to fly out and smash the array in an instant. Then he controlled orb to rush towards Bat Magic Dragon Emperor. Emperor Bat Dragon immediately avoided it, and blasted the orb heavily. Shen Shang can only withdraw the orb. This orb can only interfere with the other party. It is still very difficult to cause harm to the other party. Didn't you let me contact Tianzun? Why did you ruin my position? Emperor Bat Magic Dragon said angrily. Because I don't think you are pleasing to the eye. Shen Shang smiled and said, when the time is up, you can go on the road. His voice just fell, and the earth tremored suddenly. The seal is broken, the dragon soul is roaring. World Defying Dan God Chapter 3880, Empress Ranjo. The seal was opened like this, and the Emperor Bat Magic Dragon was completely dumbfounded. What on earth did the young boy come from? They can make these strong men eat twice and twice. He is the emperor-level strong man of the Bat Demon Dragon Emperor and the Tiger Demon Spirit, but in front of the young boy Shenshang, he is turned around like a rooster. Roar! The dragon soul roared again and again, and the evil blood color on his body was broken through and turned into a blue dragon form. Killing Shalong continues to accompany me in a new form. Shenshang can feel a sense of intimacy. Each time the dragon soul roars, it will oscillate into a very powerful consciousness, and transform into a burst of shock waves that will impact the group of bat dragons. Long Huishan is beside Shenshang, so she has not been affected. Dragon soul not only possesses a special kind of powerful consciousness, the power on his body seems to restrain these evil spirits by nature, and the strong light emitted from the body illuminates the spirits, causing their bodies to emit black mist, like being burned the same. Roar roar! The group of bat monster dragon emperors, all kinds of unpleasant roars, all turned into bodies, turned into giant bat dragons, and wanted to attack the dragon soul. The huge dragon soul suddenly danced and roared towards the group of bat dragons. The bat dragon attacks the dragon soul, but has no effect at all, because the dragon soul has no substantial body. The power of the dragon soul has caused great harm to the souls of these demonic creatures, but for a while, the group of bats and dragons became humanoid and all fell to the ground. Sister Long, let's go! Shenshang shouted. He also released 6 magic mirrors to let Long Huishan stand on it. Shenshang controlled the 6 magic mirrors to fly over, and the dragon soul entered the magic mirror. Because of the entrance of the dragon soul, a large number of killing arrays started inside the mirror, and bursts of dragon-shaped lightning burst out, which can paralyze the group of bat magic dragons. Next is Long Huishan's killing of the quartet. The big ice sword in her hand becomes very flexible, spiraling and dancing, harvesting the life of the group of bats and dragons like a knife. It didn't take long for this group of bats and dragons to be killed, and all the men brought by the tigers and spirits were also killed by Long Huishan. The dragon soul was released by Shenshang again, and the dragon soul was devouring the evil spirits of those demonic creatures, and then purifying it. Long Huishan looked at the corpses on the ground and began to pack up. She really did not expect that this terrifying dragon soul had become so tame at this moment, but also became a small green dragon wrapped around Shenxianga's arm, finally into the 6 magic mirrors. We have to leave here soon. After Long Huishan packed it up, she urged Shenshang to take her away. She was worried that more demonic creatures would come over, and Shenshang might be tired now. Shenshang released 6 magic mirrors, and they rode the 6 magic mirrors directly out of the abyss of the heavenly demon. Came to the ground, Shenshang landed on top of a mountain. Sister Long, are you going back to Bayawadiandi, or where are you going? Shenshang took Long Huishan's hand and suddenly couldn't bear her. Although Long Huishan practiced the ice dragon heritage, her hands were very soft. Of course I want to go back to the world of flowers. I want to tell the sisters about those gods. Long Wei said. Can you stay with me more? I am weak, I need protection. Shenshang held Long Huishan's arm. Long Huishan flung him away and said, you still need protection. Then the bones of Bat Demon Dragon Emperor and Tiger Demon Spirit are not cold, you say this. They will die. Although the 2 Emperor-level demons were killed by Long Huishan, the most important thing was that Shenshang was yawned, otherwise neither Long Huishan could kill them. Sister Xiao will come to you. I will return to Bayawadiandi to dispose of those corpses, and I will come to you again. Long Huishan opened her mouth and tried to bite him, laughing, I can't bear you either, you must bite your little face next time. You haven't warmed my bed yet. Shenshang took Long Huishan's jade hand and rubbed it gently. Dead boy, men and women don't accept each other. If you weren't Sister Xiao's apprentice, I would have chopped your hand. Long Huishan laughed and scolded Shen Zhang's hand. It's you who took advantage of me first. Shenshang remembered, however, that Long Huishan tore his clothes as soon as he met, and helped him check the species. I will send you back to the city, let's go. Long Huishan grabbed Shenshang and ran wildly. After dawn, came to the door of Spark City. Long Huishan put Shenshang down, touched his face with a headache, and then hurried away. She was really anxious to rush back to the world of flowers. Shenshang also went back to the city happily. Although Long Huishan didn't remember him, he was still very good to him subconsciously. The feeling has not changed from before. The dragon soul is already in hand, and the blue dragon slayer and sword soul are sent. Xiao Xionglan is tracing the dragon slayer's magic sword, and the whereabouts of the sword soul are still unknown. There are dragon souls and blue dragons slaughter demon swords, which is enough for the time being, it doesn't matter if the sword soul is later. He hurried back to the Yi family immediately. Bai Yanqing and Bai Shu's father and daughter, who were almost poisoned by the black bat before, do not know how they are now. Shen Shang still wants to win Bai Yanqing. If he is not so stubborn, he should turn to the Yi family. The restricted area of Aa Yefu. After Shen Shang came back, Xing Yanho, Han and Li Bo all hurried immediately. A demon abyss appeared in the Wangxing mountain range. Perhaps Spark City will soon become the demon's offensive target, Shen Shang said. This news surprised Xing Yanho. The three princes brought his subordinate Black Bat and Xingyan Zongjiao next to the demon abyss. The Black Bat almost killed the Spark City master, and Bai Shu was almost caught. Shen Shang simply said this matter say. The master of Spark City thinks that if you don't answer my love, you won't be suspected. This stunned boy now knows how cruel the Emperor Lauer is. Xing Yanho sneered. This idiot, actually thinking about looking for the Emperor, isn't this to die? Han shook his head. He was counted once by the Black Bat, and he will definitely be on guard. I believe that as long as he is alive, he will definitely come to us. Shen Shang laughed. As long as he is sure that he is abandoned by Tianyan Emperor, he will definitely think revenge. Bai Hualu provided Lingdan one after another, and our supply of Lingdan was finally restored. Li Badao said. Is Yi Fu's criminals cleaned up? Shen Shang asked. Yi Chang ran away early, and all his remnants were killed. Xing Yanho said. Mr. Shen, how can you build a sect next, how can you be thorough? I'm afraid that the three princes will engage us. Wait for another news, wait for me to determine the situation of Tianyan Emperor. Shen Shang said. Xiao Shanglin must know the situation of Emperor Tianyan. He has to understand that Emperor Yanyan is a man, so that he can carry out his next plan. During their conversation, Xing Yanho suddenly took out the messenger to receive the message. Here comes from the housekeeper. The black bats of the three princes are here, he wants to see me. Xing Yanho frowned. He is a king, let's go together, Shen Shang said.